You know what, Grr? Brag about it. Brag about you and your Arizona and your no hour flip-flopping. Thrive in it. Bitch, you fucking island in hell. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I've been up since 5 because daylight savings bullshit. So I've literally just been sitting staring at my computer for an hour. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to go live because I don't know what else to do. I'm just sitting here staring at shit. You do good. Because I have I guess all my grandparents lived in Arizona at one time, and visiting them was always a treat because it was like going back to normal. It was like, oh, you don't live in the place of magic or whatever, place of make-believe of like, oh my God, if we take a blanket and we cut the end of it off here and then tape it to the top of the blanket, it's a longer blanket now. That's daylight savings time. That's literally what they've been telling us for years. And that's what our government officials that we voted into office can't decide on, is whether or not the blanket chunk should be here or here. No one cares. We just want consistency, you dumb fucking cucks. Good morning. When did I become such a grump? Slurmy, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an 80 swings for 61 months. That's a really fucking long time. And you're almost at nice. And I appreciate you. Thank you for that. Happy Sunday. Yes, Angel, we did. We're back. So technically it's 8:30 in the morning. I technically usually start in a half hour. But when this happens, I'm never late on purpose, but sometimes I go early on purpose because I'm just like, whatever. Like, I'm just sitting here, like, doing nothing, and it sucks. When you woke up 5.5 hours ago, that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you do? Sit here and just, like, stare at my computer and do nothing? Or, like, come hang out and drink coffee with you guys? I'd much rather hang out and drink coffee with you guys. Good morning, Vis. I'm hoping popping this will unfuck my roles in Discord. Oh my God, I forgot your fucking roles. I wonder if I could change. I mean, I don't know how that. I wonder if I can reset your roles or some bullshit like that, because that is weird. Finally hit level 10 and fall at 76. Fuck yes. I hit 100. I play that game way too much, man. But seriously, it's such a breath of fresh air. I just really like the nice people that play Fallout, I think. It's so nice to be around nice people. I don't want to be around assholes, ever. I don't want to be around people with mean thoughts. And I feel like just like every fucking game I play that's like a social game, people are mean. On purpose, and I don't understand why. Like, if you have a choice not to be mean, why are you choosing mean? It seems like such a waste of fucking energy. And the Fallout community is just so fucking nice. I don't know. I don't know. Quality of life things would be nice. If you have questions for me, even if I'm not playing it, feel free to ask, because, man, I have so many people that play Fallout, and I've asked for those things, too, because there are quality of life things that drive me crazy. I don't play it all the time, but I feel like it's a great game to just fall into when I don't really feel like thinking. I don't really want to, like, learn anything new right now. Maybe I just want to fish, or maybe I literally will log in sometimes and just sit there and do housing for like 3 hours, just like getting up and doing stuff, and I'll come down and I'll set a couple housing items down and then go do laundry or something, and then I'll come back. I just like it's a really nice game for that. It's not intensive versus like Hades 2 is where it's at if you want some intensive gameplay. Like, that's if you're like, I definitely do that. I'm in the mood for that sometimes, where I want that intensity or like this sense of achievement. Different sense of achievement. I got hot for some reason. Warframe, right? Yep. Vissy, it's forever. Literally, I was talking to someone, I think it was yesterday during stream, and someone was saying that they were thinking of tearing their house down to build a whole new one because of all the new housing stuff. I'm like, yeah, me too. Which I did. I did tear down an entire house and restart it yesterday. If you have Fallout first, you're able to build 3 houses. Just... Here's not a complaint. I've been playing Hades 2. I'm playing it all the time. The one thing that really bugs me about Hades 2 is the problem that was in Hades 1, in my opinion, is that all of the battles and all of the levels up to bad guy, I won't say in case you haven't played, I don't want to spoil, the ultimate big bad, like the last battle, all of them prepare you to fight them. All of the battles are mob battles. Just kill ads, kill ads, kill mobs, kill mobs, kill mobs. And then you get to the final battle, and it's not mobs, it's one person. So Fallout did this as well. Or Fallout, excuse me. Hades 1 did this as well. Whereas, like, your most perfect run will not be what will beat Hades, or whoever the equivalent of Hades is. The best, smoothest, most buttery run is not what's going to kill Hades. It's going to be the bumpy road. That's what's going to, for some fucking reason, be great for Hades, or insert bad guy here. And I hate that. Because I want to have a good time all the time. And what I find is my least favorite weapons, I tend to make it to the end. But I'm not having fun, and I never want to use them again. No matter how many times I beat Big Bad at the end, I hate that weapon. I'm not having fun. Why? Why is that? Like, what is that? I don't know what that fucking mechanic is, but I recognized it massively in Hades 1. Big problem was, like, the most buttery smooth run all the way up to Hades will not beat Hades. That is not what's going to do it. The easier your run feels, the less likely you are to beat Hades. And that's how Hades 2 is again, too, as well. 2 as well, Hades 2 as 2, yep. You know what I'm saying? It feels the same, and that's infuriating to me because I'm like, all right, I gotta struggle to get there to have a good time at the end, which sucks because it's like the vast majority of the time you're playing Hades is not Hades. Hades is 5 minutes of a 30-minute run. So it's like 30 minutes of hell for 5 minutes of pleasure. I don't understand the point of that. Hades is a perfect game, please don't get me wrong, but I do judge that, and I don't like it. It's not a tutorial, though. Like, how do I say this? Like, all the pre-battles to get to the big bad boss, they're like fake tutorials. They're like tutorials to beat mobs. So, like, the whole game, let's say it's a 20-minute run. 20 minutes of that run is training to defeat mobs. No end boss is mobs. So it doesn't work. I don't know how to say that. How do you even put that? It's a bait and switch, very much so. It just makes you feel stupid because I'm like, this was the best run of my life, and I flew through this fucking run, and I just got slaughtered by the end boss like nobody's business. Why? That doesn't make sense to me. Because it's like, it's kind of like life. Life hands you a recipe, and they're like, follow this recipe, and you'll be really happy, and you follow the recipe, and you're like, unhappy. You lied. It feels like that a little bit. Each Guardian has moves that the big boss uses, but Guardians are probably 1% of the whole game. So the vast majority of the game, my argument still stands, vast majority of the game, I'm training myself to slaughter mobs as fast as possible. Or, for instance, like, you can get really used to freezing things in time, or using Demeter's powers to freeze things, but bosses, it doesn't affect. So, like, you'll build this entire character around freezing things, and then you get to the boss, and it's like, oh, I can't freeze you. Shit like that. It's sure, like, you could, yeah, there's one or, also, the Guardians aren't guaranteed. I would say a good 80% of my runs, I don't end up in a mini-boss at all. Like, I'm not even offered a mini-boss 80% of my runs. So, like, 80% of the time, I'm getting to that final boss and, like, not in any way, shape, or form prepared for what that thing's gonna throw at me. It's just a weird balance. Not a judgment. It's still one of the best games in the world. It's just, like, the game becomes more about just memorizing the boss, memorizing what they're gonna do, and just beating the timer. As opposed to the game building you up to beat the boss. The game does not build you to beat a boss. It's just race through the game, get to that boss, and pummel your face into that boss as many times as possible until you've memorized their mechanic. And then beat the mechanic. That's it, which sucks because that's literally every other game in the universe. Like, that's the easy way out. Is every other game in the universe. Practice it. Just do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. You love repetitive gameplay, don't you? You love doing the same thing over and over again. That's your favorite, right? You love to do that. Is that your favorite? Is that why you pay for the game? So you can do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again forever? Is that your favorite? Is that your favorite? It's not my favorite. Dark Souls, I literally compare it to Dark Souls and it drives me crazy. Yeah, very much so. Hades, which is like my favorite game in the world. I love Hades. And I love Fallout. But I think I was just talking about the differences between why I go into them. Like, Hades makes me feel sad. Fallout, I'm never really sad. I'm just kind of like, oh, I died. Guess I'll just re-up myself somewhere. Whatever. Good morning, by the way, Sarah. How are you? Why put these things in the game if they don't work on the actual boss? It's all about your build, Dives. It's all about your build. If you don't roll the right gamble of Aphrodite's dick sucker, you're just not going to do it. Excuse me. Nameless, thank you so much for sending the class. Keeping the classy alive and giving any swings for 27 fucking months. It's a long time, and I fucking appreciate you. Shredded salsa chicken and potatoes. Or 3-minute shredded salsa chicken and potatoes. Are you doing it on purpose, Sarah? Or are you doing it to farm a weapon? See, that's the other kill. The other killer, no matter how many times you beat the final boss in Hades, you don't get anything. You don't win, you just start over. We're not farming weapons. That's it. That's the end. There's, wow. There's a lot more variety in Hades 2 than Hades is the most broad statement because I've played that game too much. What do you mean? Variety of what? Weapons, bad guys, bosses, and... Unacceptable. Not that bitch. Not that bitch. Delete that. I'll turn them off. Last year, Vile made me listen to the Mariah Carey song for the first time in 5 years. And I will never, ever forgive him. Like, friendship points, -500 for the rest of our life for making me do that. I fucking hate that song so much. And I'm so sorry, but I fucking hate Christmas. Don't be sad. We're allowed to hate things. Thank you. I fucking hate that song. I know, Sarah, this is why there's so few of us, and the rest of the people in the world are like, you guys are fucking blah, 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 and they come at us. You know what? I'm allowed to dislike a holiday, and that holiday is a big old pressure cooker of spend so much money that you're poor for the next 6 months for people to just throw a gift in a closet. I'm good. I'm fucking good. Bolt V, I seriously, no shit, I went 5 years without hearing it. It was a record. It was incredible. It was actually a goal of mine to never hear that song. And last year, Vile made me do it. I can't remember why. Was it for charity or something? And Vile was like, that song. And I was like, you realize you're breaking a 5-year fucking streak right now. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, we're never friends again. And he knows it. And he knows I'll never forget. And I can't wait to see him and remind him of that. That's how much I fucking hate that song. I love the shorts where the guy's taking out the trash and hear snippets of the song around the neighborhood. Here's the thing, Cocky. I will never see that short. I've actually banned that fucking song from my algorithm. So if I see Mariah Carey or I see anything Christmassy before Christmas, I never click it. I will never see it. That counts. That's what I'm saying. Hearing those little snippets like that in a clip, that would count to break my 5-year streak. So that's how hardcore I was. 5 years without that fucking song. It was beautiful. It was beautiful bliss. Beautiful bliss. Ruined. Fucking ruined last year. For what? The forced giving gifts. Yes, it's absolutely the forced commercialism of the whole thing. Yeah. No one can literally ever give me an excuse for why they love Christmas outside of buying and getting. And some people will literally be like, well, I buy so I can get. The commercialism makes me fucking sick. I just hate it. It's just commercialism. Like, I don't have the fun cookie making memories. I have the let's go Christmas shopping and make you realize you're a fucking burden on my life because I had to spend money on you for a holiday memory. Like, it's just makes me sick. I also hate all the fucking pressure and the millions of events and things and people. It's just overstimulating. If Christmas, like, the way if I could have my druthers, Christmas would be like me and select friends or like my family, and that's it. And we would be cooking all day, like a Thanksgiving kind of thing, but also playing board games all day. And we would have movies on in the background because I don't hate Christmas movies. I actually, you want to know my favorite? The Grinch. The one with Jim Carrey. It's fantastic. Really good soundtrack. I love putting that shit on, but it's the pressure and the commercialization. Like, I'm already feeling like it's the end of October. Oh my God, I haven't bought a Christmas present yet. What the fuck is that? Why do we feel that? Over Jesus' fake birthday? You know what I'm going to celebrate? Max's birthday. Also, Dramonic's child's birthday's on Christmas. Gassy Mexican and Dramonic's child's birthdays are on Christmas. Let's just celebrate birthdays instead, because that's not even Jesus' birthday. It's literally the fake one. The Jim Carrey Grinch is so magical. It's such a good movie. I love that one. Like, I do like Christmas movies. I guess hating Christmas, it's just the mass commercialization of the entire event. How it's just buying and being poor at the behest of other people drives me nuts. I hate that. Like, it makes me sick. I grew up really poor, so that's probably part of it, but I don't know. Young at heart, how could you? Mariah Carey Christmas. Go fuck yourself. You're not welcome here. I worked retail. Anybody work retail back when that song came out? You know exactly what I mean when I say I needed to get rid of that song in my life. Yeah. We all know it. That ba 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 gush. That's how I feel about Mariah Carey. Don't fuck with me in that fucking song. If you bring it on Faded Friday, I will ban you for 24 hours. Don't. Cheers. Over Jesus' fake birthday that they changed to cover pagan solstice holiday. Exactly. Yep. It's all bullshit. It's pressure to feed into capitalism. And like, man, one of the major things I learned, this is something you might not know. So if you're out there like, oh, I got to buy gifts for my nieces and I got to buy gifts for this person, like little gifts here and there for people you actually don't really care about too much, but it's the social expectation and you're going to an event where everyone else is going to buy them a gift, so you have to. Do not buy gift sets or like special Christmas sets. They're all cheaper. You're getting less and it's not worth the sale. The commercialism of Christmas has ruined everything, but all that shit is literally crap. I remember when I worked at Lowe's, we would get all these special like Christmas sets of tools and things like that are apparently like a big markdown, whatever. It's the worst tools you can imagine. Like they'd just be broken and be returned within 1 month. It's crazy. You want to know something crazy? I actually like Hallmark movies. Because I've never watched a Hallmark Christmas movie that's centered around the commercialism of Christmas. It's usually just two people trying to spend the day together, and for some reason, something gets in the way. Which, that makes sense. It's the overt, just like, go poor for people that is just wild to me. I mean, I don't want the pressure. I like buying things for people. That's the confusing part. Like, I do enjoy buying gifts for people. I don't like the expectation of it, I guess. But I like doing it. During the Nordic winter blot, 24th of December, the Vikings sacrificed animals. Sacrificed? Amazing. To have something to look forward to when the days were super short. Oh, I love that. Get a gift during a different part of the year. They were wholesome, not terrible. You know, Knives, I've dated multiple people who are like, I hate the responsibility of giving a gift on Christmas. I much rather random gifts throughout the year. Like, I just like to surprise you. You want to know a super secret? They literally never do that. They're just people who don't want to give gifts. I'm so sorry. Red flag. Someone who's like, I'd much rather just surprise someone in the middle of the year on a random day where they're not expecting a Christmas tree full of Christmas presents. They don't give gifts. They're full of shit. That's a lazy person before you're typing it. I'm so sorry. You don't do the random day, though. That's the thing. You say you're going to do the random day. You don't do the random day. I'm very warm. Zach turned on our fucking house heater, and I think I have to go turn it off. One moment. He's going to be sad at me. This is how much I care. What up, Zoe? How are you, love? I'm not kidding. He was like, can I turn the house heater on? I'm like, why? It's expensive and I don't want to pay the power bill. And he's like, I don't like when the bathroom's cold when I get up in the morning. I feel like my dad, but like, are we heating the whole house for your bathroom morning shit? What the fuck is happening? Get a heater. I know people exactly how you said it. Those people drive me crazy. Young at Heart, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Random Gift. A literal random gift. Random gift used about Wizard of the Highest Order to go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Xmas started as a celebration of the Roman sun god. This year will be Sun Soul Day number 1751. Fuck yeah. That's dope. Why the Roman god? Because technically the Picts, which were pre-Celts, are the ones that worshipped the sun god, and those predate Romans by like thousands of years. So like, where's that line up? Space heaters are the best. Heated toilet seat, literally anything. Doing well, enjoying that it's cooler weather and getting more into arts and crafts. Oh my God, Zoe, do you want to know the most depressing thing I realized recently? I just give up during the winter. Like the way that all y'all are getting inspired in the winter and you're starting to craft and shit. I'm not kidding you. I stream and then I go to sleep on my couch until it's dinner time. And then I wake up and I eat and I go back to bed. I'm so fucking depressed. Like instantaneously. I have not made anything in 4 weeks. At all. I haven't vacuumed in like 4 days, which is insane. These are all red flags. I fucking hate winter beyond reason. Like I'm starting to die. Like I'm just letting myself die because I don't care to be alive during this season. It's so fucking bad. The big season sad is so strong. I hate it. And now that daylight savings time is happening, like by the time I get done streaming, it's going to be dark out. The only sunlight I'm going to see is a reflection off a wall over there all day. That's it. I get this like this. Hey there, buddy. Great. And it's going to be dead by the time I get off. I fucking hate it. Winter just like reminds me why I needed to be in an institution when I was a teenager. That's what winter reminds me of. My hibernation ritual is to get more into crafts and get cozy as fuck. Zoe, do you want to? I'm sharing. We're all friends here. This is a sharing space. Seriously, the last time I tried to craft something was like 3 days ago. I just started crying because it felt so not good to do. Because I'm just like completely depleted. I have no serotonin. I have none. I haven't felt good in a month. Like I don't know what it feels like anymore. I've forgotten. I just turn into the grumpiest, world's biggest bitch all winter. And then once spring hits, I'm like, oh my God, guys. Oh, the world is great and bright and I love life. But until that, what's that craving to drive off cliffs people get? Like, I don't want to die, but like driving off a cliff sounds nice. I have that until March. I have the call of the void until March. That's what didn't the Romans, yeah, they just like incorporated it into their own practices, right? That's what I've heard. I just didn't know the line. You're just a plant with a brain. You shed your leaves in the fall so that you can survive the winter and will bloom again in the spring. I hate that, Sarah, because the blooming in the spring just does not sound that great. Like right now, you know what I'm saying. The depression of the winter, like, you know that spring, I'm going to cry talking about it because I'm so sad, guys. I'm so fucking depressed. I hate winter. Like, it makes me want to die. It's crazy how sad I get. Don't cry. Okay, won't cry. I hate it. That's it. The lack of sun makes me want to die. I hate it so much. Okay. Don't fuck with my bagel, young lady. I'm sorry, Slurmy. I don't want that for you. Yeah, it's the call of the void. It's literally called the call of the void. I'm sorry, nameless. The season I thrive in makes you want to die, and that's sad. But the season you thrive in, I literally think about sharp objects the whole time, like for the next 8 months. So, like, it's a trade-off. Oh my God, Nick, how does it feel? Ennui. Is it ennui? I don't like all my emotions are okay, but man, is it overwhelming when every emotion you have for 6 months is just sad. Just like a different flavor of sad. I don't like that. I don't like it. I get that summertime sadness, and I actually have to up my depression pills during the summertime. I adore winter and hate summer. I'm sorry you're feeling this way. I'm sorry you felt that way for the past 6 months. I'm so, like, I hate that for you. I hate that. What's sad is if all of us were billionaires, we could all just move somewhere where we don't have to deal with this. Like, that's the irony, is for like 37 years of my life, I just spend 6 months, 6 to 8 months a year, I'm gonna cry, wanting to die because of the fucking weather. And yet, if I could just move a little south and afford to live somewhere that isn't Alabama, where I don't have to deal with this and I would have warm weather, I wouldn't spend 6 to 8 months a year wanting to die. And that's crazy. Crazy to me. Wild. Wild. You want to know another wild thing? My God, this is something that's been haunting me. I watch those like last meals or whatever, the mythical kitchen last meals. And Sierra was on it recently. And the end of her interview, she was like, I'd really like to be a millionaire. And he was like, oh, really? Like, how are you going about that? Like, what's your goals? And she's like, you just need that cushion just in case things happen. And I'm like, imagine your lifestyle. Imagine the life you're living that a billionaire, she wants to be a billionaire, excuse me. Imagine the lifestyle you live that $1 billion is the cushion you need to survive an instance. Can you fucking imagine? I'm so excited to have over $100 in my bank account just like sitting there. That is a win. That overdraft cushion, oh, she feels nice. And this person's like, I'd like to be a billionaire because that's the cushion for me just in case things go awry in my life. Wild. Insane. The scope is fucking crazy to me. Become a snowboard and that's what Bolvie, I'd love to do that if I was a billionaire. Same with the Greeks. They had a neat looking Athena and Zeus statue that was like ancient Egyptian virgins. I love that. Winter's my favorite time of year. I actually get active. I cook, go hiking, camping every weekend. That's me in the summer. Yeah, isn't that weird how bodies are just different? Me in the summer, I actually like want to leave the house. Me in the winter, do I have to go with you? I'm good. I'll just sit inside. And people are like, you should go out. It's making you depressed. I'm like, oh yeah? Is it going outside that's making me depressed? I'm sure. One last time for those interested, they do sell lamps. I know, Viata's talked me into it. Here's the thing. I've thought about it. I don't have room. I live in a house smaller than my last apartment. I don't know where the fuck I would put a day lamp. Genuinely. Like, do you see this? I have literally everything I own is hanging on walls because I don't have space for my belongings. Because we don't have storage. We don't have a garage. We don't have any fucking space to put anything that's not just like on display 24/7. Where am I going to put that? I don't know. Literally, I'm happy to be in the positive on my account instead of living in overdraft bill. If I'm not getting emails from collections, that is a good spot in my life. Like, I'm fucking rolling. And this person's like, a billion would really make me feel safe. People are so weird. It's like telling an anxious person to calm down. Oh my God. I almost killed Zach the other day when he told me to fucking relax. You sound like me with my figure statues, all in boxes because I don't have the shelves for it. I don't have anything in my house that is just to look at because I like it, because I don't have room. Like, if someone was like, have you decorated your house? I would love to. Every wall is lined with shit because it's so small. It just doesn't have space. It's wild. Like nowadays they say $1 million is not enough to retire on. I mean, I literally, and this is probably, again, I am deeply, deeply depressed and think about death on a daily basis. This is probably part of that. But any person our age who feels comfort in a sense of retirement in America is living under a fucking rock. That's not going to happen. We don't get to retire. We are the first generation that won't get to retire since retirement was established. That's what they're trying to bring back. A permanent workforce forever. If people aren't seeing that, you're living in a fucking rock. I don't know. Where do you think the retirement's going to come from? Where? The trillions of debt? What? Where do you think that's coming from? Tell people to slow down. It's more effective and less offensive. Here's the thing. If I'm stressing out, don't tell me to fucking do anything. Literally, I will shut down on you. Help me or go away. That's it. I don't, like, if the best you can do is slow down. Shoo. My answer would be no. What? No. What are you doing? But that's just me. I get very anxious. And when I'm like in a hurry or moving quickly and someone tries to slow me down, I boot them out of the way. Drop kick city. Millennials aren't retiring. We're dying while working. 100%. I have a dread that'll be working until I die. We are. It's not a dread. This is the thing. And I'm not just, this is real, Katie. This is just real talk. Just get used to the idea. Stop looking forward to retirement. For one thing, if it exists, it's going to be when our bodies are so broken down we can't do anything anymore. So like, if it's there in 30 years, 40 years, whatever, it's going to be when we're 80. So what's the point, really? Our best bet is to get so sick we end up in a home. That's the best case scenario. Yeah, I mean, let's have fun now. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't sit around thinking about waiting for retirement. I don't sit around waiting for some beautiful portion of my life where I'm not going to have to work. Like, I'm just going to do shit now and enjoy shit now because none of that's real. Slur me, same. I mean, that's us. Like, we can't, I mean, people my age, we can barely save enough money for a down payment on a home. On like owning a home, let alone retirement. Like, you think I can save retirement when I can't save the $20,000 you need for me to put down on a $400,000 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom shack? While I'm paying $2,000 a month on my student loans that you convinced me I needed to pull out? It no makey sensey. Shut the fuck up. Recently read something claiming there was a buffalo that lived to 200 years old. A bicentennial, if you will. God damn you. God damn you. Thank you. This is from Casa Bonita. Casa Bonita. Casa Bonita. I grabbed the link for the sunbox. I'm going to look at them. I just genuinely don't have... I don't know where I would put it. I don't... there's not one surface in my house. I don't have a dining room table. I don't have end tables. There's not a surface in my house that isn't purposed. I don't know where I would put it, but I would try. I dropped my tissue that I used to blot my lipstick last night in the toilet. Now there's a red stain in the bowl. Oh my God, leave it. Leave it. Put a Post-it on the toilet that just says, sorry, my tummy hurts. Most of my family has died in their 50s, so never plan on retirement. I'm in my twilight years at 40. My family lives forever, especially the women. It's very depressing. I never get to die. Like, by the time I die, all my friends will be dead. It's going to be so depressing. What makes me laugh is life insurance. It doesn't get paid out after you're dead, but yet it's called life insurance. It's for other people. Life insurance is for the people around you to survive if you die, I guess. Oh, Chronicle, you're very thoughtful. Seriously, like, I just don't know where I would put it, but I would try. Trying to start nailing things to the ceiling. I have things nailed to the ceiling. You underestimate me. I have things nailed to the ceiling. I have, like, suspended things. There's just no room. Like, it's pretty wild how tiny this fucking house is. Only the miserable people live in my family live to past their 60s. All the women in my family live until they're like 90 at least. The men die by 65. Like, they all get heart failure or just check out on purpose. I have no idea. Could you put a sun lamp on a tripod? I don't, like, how do I put this? There's nowhere for the tripod. Where am I going to put it? That, like, I wouldn't walk into it or my dogs wouldn't run it over. I genuinely, like, every single square inch of this house is precious in terms of space. If I'm, like, it's crazy. This is why there's a fucking $1,000 Casio keyboard, full-size keyboard, on its side. I don't have anywhere to put it to play it. It's very depressing. It's fine. I'm just depressed about most things, to be honest. It's the lack of sun. It's the time of year. It's the cold. It's the fact that I have to do laundry 7 times a week because there's so much fucking dirty laundry because we're wearing so much clothes right now because it's already freezing out. The next 6 months, my dudes. How are we going to make it go by as fast as possible? You think I could just take NyQuil every day, first thing, and play the, like, let's see if we can get a game open before I pass out game? Or would that just make me an alcoholic? Cheers. I don't even have a wall next to my desk. I have a giant bay window and nothing. Considered extra dimensional space. What do you mean? Hang it from the ceiling? Like where? I could. I have ceiling space. Like, that's it. But I could turn my camera around and show you guys. I literally have shelves, modular shelving, like lining this wall that's behind you guys. And that's where everything I own is. Like all my art supplies. Because there's nowhere to put any of it. It's crazy. I wish I didn't have any hobbies. Life would be easier. Good musics, good games, and good convo will make the time pass, man. Knock on wood. I'm trying so hard not to cry. I hate this time of year. It's just a lot of crying for no reason. Desmond means like a pocket dimension, like in Harry Potter. I know, I just don't, like, I'm not a witch. I wish I was. I wish I had like a cool pocket dimension where I could shove shit. Like, here's the thing, though. ADHD would get in the way, and it's an out-of-sight, out-of-mind situation. So, like, everything that I shoved in the pocket dimension, I would just forget exists. And I would end up buying it a second time at Michael's, and then I would have 2 dryers or whatever. This time of year, I'm not a witch. This time of year, I'm a sad sack of, you should probably throw that away before it starts to smell. A bag of holding. I do, but it would be out of sight, out of mind. I would completely forget whatever I put in there, and then it would never be done. Like, I would never reach into it. You know what I mean? Because I don't know what's in there. It's terrible. What's a light for a what window? For what? Light refractors for a window. For windows in my computer? Are you talking about me? Dude, I could just do this. I'm right next to a window. I could, like, flood myself right now during stream. It just doesn't look very good. It's right there. Yeah. It's a giant fucking bay window that's literally like 5 feet from a sidewalk where kids walk by all day. I hate it. People can look inside my house. Oh, a sad lamp necklace. I'd hang myself with it. I'd need a registry and a list of things in a bag for me to remember. Me too. I have a label maker and I still can't remember what's in things. Like, I have to open up things and basically tear it apart to figure out what's in it and be like, okay, now I remember it, but then I'll forget within 2 days. I'd rather it not look good and you feel happy. What a fucking catch-22. My OCD makes me unhappy when things don't look right. I try. I super try. Like, I haven't vacuumed in 4 days, and it's just making all the sadness so much worse. Because all I can think about is how I haven't fucking vacuumed in 4 days. But I've been depression napping. I don't know, Nick. I have no plans. I literally have just been sinking into games that are easy to play, like Fallout and Hades and stuff like that, because I have nothing going on. And I'm literally just depressed. I don't know. Vacuum stream, if only. Imagine. I vacuum so much, I've killed 3 vacuums in 5 years. I killed a Dyson. I killed a shop vac. And now I have a shark. We'll see how long this lasts. Seriously, Chronicle, I dig in that thing, and then I start getting inspired by stuff in that thing that I wasn't looking for. It's super sucks, Mel, you bastard. Avery does cleaning streams as St. Jude's rewards. Oh my God, I wish. My community just seems to want me to hurt for St. Jude rewards, which is fine. You know, like eating fucking horrific foods, cooking. I like my shark, honestly. It's been great. I've had no problems with the shark at all. In all seriousness, you could do a co-working stream and clean house body double. Yes. I don't want to say yes, but to literally every idea. These are really good ideas. My USB cord is about 4 feet for this camera, and this camera can literally only see about 6 feet that way, and I've got an entire house beyond that I need to clean. I have no way to mobily take you guys with me, and mobile streaming is a fucking joke. Mostly because my house is ancient, and for some reason the walls kill all Wi-Fi signals, so if I try to mobile stream on my phone or something, it literally cuts stream every 6 minutes. Trying to pick that Wi-Fi signal up again, it's a fucking nightmare. So, like, what you see is, like, a quarter of my house, and fortunately this is the quarter I live in, so I tend to keep this quarter pretty fucking clean and spotless because I'm a nut. It's the rest of it you can't see that I need to clean, like my kitchen. I can't take you there. I have no way to take you there. I've tried a USB extension cord, and it makes the video lag so fucking hard that no one will shut up about it. Or else I'd love to. I love your ideas. I love your ideas. Unfortunately, I'm not a super successful rich streamer like Avery, and I can't afford that technology. That's it. That's it. But like a mobile streaming rig would be sick. I would literally put you on my fucking forehead and take you with me. We could clean for 8 hours a day every day, and I'd be a very happy camper. Moving makes me very happy. Sitting still brings me sadness. Also, most people that have a live streaming rig or some sort of rig to move around their house, they have been gifted that by Elgato or something or been sponsored. And again, not a super big, amazing, successful, awesome human being that can afford those things. Like, I'm just trying to build, like, no shit, my dudes. We just ran this, like, unfuck my setup. I'm building my first PC since Skyrim. I'm running off of a PC from Skyrim. Like, from 2015. We're just not there. You know what I'm saying? But I would I'm super flattered that y'all compare me to Avery. Like, what a queen. I don't have a laptop. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, Phoenix. There's another way, cell phone duct tape. Oh, 100%. And that's what I was saying. I would love to do that, but because my house is ancient, just walking one room away from my Wi-Fi router makes the stream cut, and it turns off every 6 minutes. Trying to reconnect to the Wi-Fi on my phone. The Wi-Fi throughout my house is a fucking joke. It's crazy considering how small my house is that, like, just walking from this room where the router is to the back of my house, you lose all signal. And I can't talk to someone on the phone in my bedroom. So, like, it's like, yeah, but I know I'm yeah butting everything, but these are very legit yeah buts. I've tried all of these things and it's impossible. They don't. It does not make an adequate stream. No one sticks around. Not even my regulars want to stick around for 6-minute in and out cuts. Like everybody hates that. But I'd love to. It's a great idea. A gaming laptop, great idea. I love these ideas. But like, you know what I'm saying? That's a great idea though. I really want to know what the fuck your house is made of to do that. I mean, I showed you like the strange cement with like dolls and like Pepsi cans and shit in it. I want to say my foundation, but my house doesn't even have a foundation. Those are dirt floors down there. But there's like cement walls. I don't know. I took pictures and posted it in Discord last summer. Crazy question. Do you have to walk past a bathroom when you walk out of the room? If so, that's why. Wi-Fi and old pipes. Literally, yes. My house has one bathroom and it's in that hallway. So the moment I walk past it, we lose everything. That's probably it. Weird. Yeah, it sucks. So like, it's really painful for me if I'm talking to someone on the phone, which is super rare. But if I am, I need to pace. I have to leave my neighborhood and go pace a block far away because my Wi-Fi will come in and out and drop so often walking around my own house that the call just is pointless. It's really annoying. The cement walls are a foundation. Someone told me it's not a foundation though if it's dirt floors. Like it's dirt floors. Cement with like weird metal hooks coming out of it and then dirt. There's no ground down there. There's no cement floor. It's dirt. Oh my God, like every 6 inches, there's a metal hook coming out of that cement under my house. Cheers, Cocky. The only thing you would do is a second router past the bathroom and a wire between the 2 routers, right? Because then it's having to jump between those 2 routers, which cancels stream anyways. And at that point, like, what am I doing? Is this effort a payoff? Like, do people want to watch me clean that bad? No, you do not. It's something in your house that's on its foundation. All right, the foundation. My spouse uses the hotspot from his personal phone because his work phone has terrible connection. I completely understand that. It is crazy how bad the connection is. Drink water, everybody. I've been avoiding it because I have to pee. We haven't even been live an hour. The amount that I've been peeing is just insane. I know I'm just hyper depressed because it's winter and all I can do is complain about things. But can we talk about just daily activities and how they're very annoying? Peeing, shitting, eating, coughing, sneezing, blowing my nose. Have I ever told you the things that piss me off the most in the morning? All of those things. I hate them. Why do they happen? I'm done. Like, can I be done with those things? I don't even mind dishes. I'd rather do dishes than the eating part and the thinking about what to eat part and the considering whether or not I like it part. Like, all of that is so exhausting. Just give me some dishes. I'd rather do that. Dishes, mowing the grass, cleaning, none of that really affects me. It's the other shit. Like, plant a garden, keep the dogs out of the garden, make a prolific garden, propagate that garden. That's the stressful part. What am I going to plant in the garden? But like once it's planted, taking care of it, whatever, the maintenance. But this maintenance it's involuntary maintenance. My nose runs every morning because I have terrible allergies and I live in a fucking dust bowl. And therefore, every morning I spend an hour blowing my nose. So like literally the amount of times I'll come and like sit down for stream and it just goes bloop, and I'm like, God damn it. And I get up. I'm about to go live with you guys and I have to get up and go blow my nose. Astronomical. It sets me off every fucking morning. I'm like, why? Why? I've already blown my nose 10 times this morning. Why? Why right now? Why? I just hate body functions. Why? Like, can we not just get them all done once a week? I'd like to do that. Like, eat all on one day and then shit all on one day and piss on one day and then have 4 days off. And then maybe I could just exist for a while. You know? Maybe. I just finished mowing the grass 15 minutes ago, now waiting for the delayed back pain to set in. You should stretch. Don't wait for that. Stretch. What's wrong with you? I did shake my joy today. It's daylight savings time set off my I'm never going to see the sun again meter, and I'm angry about it. But then you wouldn't have enough poo to eat at your boss. You realize I'm my boss, right? I literally spend every day shitting on myself for like 6 hours for the entertainment of you guys. I shit on me all the time. It's my literal specialty. It's what I was born to do and trained to be. Don't forget to blank. Professional shitter. I mean, really. Now I feel bad about, or just like in general, because same. I hated doing dishes when I worked in a kitchen, but that's because I don't want to do anything on a timer. And I feel like anytime you took a break to go do dishes, people would just be staring at you with their watch like, how are you not done yet? Well, I need help over here. And I'm just like, go the fuck away. Go. Shoo. I hate that. Don't time me. I don't like that. You existing to shit on yourself. I mean, to be fair, Slurmy, I love self-deprecation. It's my favorite. Self-deprecation is great. It's some of the best comedy, in my personal opinion. Like how... It's such a balance though, right? It's like a case of being able to look in a mirror, see yourself, see the fun in like your narcissism or whatever, not your neuroses. And you have to poke fun at your own neuroses. I mean, there's nothing else to be done. Like, it's my favorite. But there's a dance between that and then like actually like believing all the terrible things you say out loud. And I think that's the difference between summer and winter for me. Summer, I'm laughing with you. Winter, I cry a lot. But we all are doing it. Oh God, I would have broken the dishes over their head. They were gigantic silver lined pans. Otherwise I would have. But like in any other instance, like if it's a family function, a family party or something like that, gathering, a party where people are cooking, I genuinely tell people, I'm like, I volunteer for dishes, don't touch them. And people are always like, oh, excellent. And no one bothers you because they don't want to help. It's the best job in the house. All those chores were given disdain for me by my parents. They gave me chores to do in the morning during the weekend. So I get berated when I wasn't doing it a certain amount or time or right. I feel like I kind of wish I had that. I'm a little jealous. I wish I had more of like a regime, like on Saturday mornings, go mow the lawn when you wake up, as opposed, and I'm not saying it's better or worse. I wonder if I would have functioned better under that. What we had, because my mom is also extremely fucking neurospicy, never been to a therapist a day in her fucking life, never will. And what she does is it's like existential. If you have time to lean, you have time to clean. You can never be doing anything that's deemed fun, relaxing, enjoyment, or enrichment around her because that's not worthy, and she will change your activity. Like, she will, like, it's the fuck, she'll walk into the room and go, what are you doing? She already knows what you're doing. She already has a plan for you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you say out loud. It's, oh, well, I need your help upstairs because what you're doing is deemed unworthy of her time, which is why I have a really hard time relaxing to this day. Like, I have to be productive 24/7 because God forbid she walks in a room and asks, what am I doing? If someone, I mean, I deal with this every fucking day. Zach walks in the room, what are you up to? And I go, what do you want? And he goes, nothing. I was just checking. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. That was just a gut react. I'm so sorry. Like, I have to apologize constantly. Like, I'm so sorry. That's how I react now is why? Why are you curious? You don't care what I'm doing. You just want me to walk away from it. What do you want? Yeah, that's not what he's doing. But I have to like stop myself from snapping like that. Because that was... I think as opposed to like if someone was like on the weekends you have to do this, this, and this, I would have made it a point to wake up at 4 a.m. and get it all done before anybody else woke up and then disappear. Because I'd be like, you have no reason to find me. You have no reason to pay attention to me. I did what you asked. Go away. Shoot. But I just had to like exist and be in the space. And like, if I was alone or it was nighttime and everyone was asleep, that was the time where I could like read a book, paint a picture, play a video game. But if day was happening, like if the sun was out, look productive. Like literally mom comes around and just start to do this on a counter. What are you doing? Cleaning. Okay. That's worthy. Nothing else is worthy. Which is so weird. Isn't that crazy? Sarah, I'm telling you, that's the thing. People are always like, relax, you don't have to clean every day. I'm like, you don't understand. I can't relax unless it's clean. So therefore I clean, but then I can relax. Like there is a weird blanket of calm that comes over my brain when my kitchen sparkles and smells like pine sol. As much as I don't want to do it. I'm so sad, Annie. I'm just reading chat right now. So many of you are like, same. Oh yeah, my parents did that too. TVs turned off, games got unplugged, you were locked outside. Yeah. You're not alone. That was most of us, and that's why we're just grown children now surrounded by toys. There's no pretense of wonder. Your mom doesn't even play the pretend game. What are you doing? I'm super curious. No, I'm not. Do this chore for me. Bummer. She could at least put in that effort. Convince me I'm going to vacuum for the first time in a couple days out of my spite to my own brain chemicals. I need to do it today as well. I swept the kitchen last night, and that was all I had in me, and then I just went and curled back into my depression hole. I was 8. My organization skills weren't that good yet. No, you're a child. That's a child. Who has... I still don't have organization skills. What? And that's on the generational maternal trauma. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen my mom relax to this day, actually. Weird. Oh my God, was your mom the type to say you fell asleep on the couch and you're taking a nap and she walks in the room and goes, hey, are you sleeping? I don't like that person. I hate that person. If you are that person, I don't like you. Don't do those things. Have you read the book How to Keep the House While Drowning? Oh my God, no. Would it make me cry? Oh my God, Viata, good morning. No, it's totally cool. I woke up at like 5 in the morning, couldn't sleep, went live early. Don't worry about it. I still have no plans. Don't know what I'm going to do today. Just like, we're just chilling. Don't worry, we're just chilling. I have to pee really bad, but we haven't even been live an hour, and I'm just upset about that. My mom was the type who, when I was on the phone with my best friend, she picked up the phone in another room and demanded my friend's mom get on the phone. Oh my God. So, you're not the only one. But my mom would pick up the phone silently and sit there and listen until she heard something interesting and then be like, Katie, what are you doing on the phone? It's 10 p.m. Out of fucking nowhere. Out of fucking nowhere, her voice. And I'd just be like, how the fuck long have you been on the phone? No privacy. I'm a very, very, very private person these days. I treasure my privacy above all things because my mom didn't believe in it. Not under her roof. She made me so she can do whatever she wants. Like, those are her rules. So to this day, and the killer, she'll say things like, I don't know why my kids don't call me. Really? You don't? 'Cause I do. What does that be? What did I do? Maybe, but like a cathartic cry. I'm not mad at that. None of us, I've learned knives, most people our age were not given privacy at all. Like, privacy was not something we were allowed no matter what. It wasn't something earned or anything. It was just you didn't do that. I'm grabbing that book, Sarah. I'm going to read that. Does your mom call to see what you're doing? She used to. She calls me when she's bored. So if she's stuck in traffic, if she's driving somewhere, if she's waiting in a doctor's office, she calls me when she's bored. Yep, I brought you into this world. I can take you out. My mom used to say the most fucked up shit because she likes to like pick at us, the girls, like physically, like just come over and start touching us or like, you know, whatever. I made you. I can touch you. And our response, I fuck you not, was if you were my dad, that would be a felony. And don't be gross. Who's gross here? Who's gross in this situation? Do you see why consent is my thing here in this stream? A lot of my personality makes sense when you hear about these things like, oh my God, you just like grew up being fucking molested 24/7. Crazy how like a consent sign is your number one channel thing you like to talk about. Crazy. Consensual touching. How that. Crazy. Cheers. Privacy. Nope, don't know her. Yeah. I didn't call while she was in PA for years because ADHD, autism, and introversion, but yeah, I mean, you don't need reasons. You know what's crazy is a lot of us also by these same parental units, very unfortunately, we're raised to believe that we constantly have to justify all of our actions. And it makes me sad that when someone's like, hey, I don't like something, I go, sick. And then they go, because blah, 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 and this person made me feel bad about it when I was 6. And I'm like, okay, you're 36 now, and I didn't need any of that. I don't care. Like, not that I don't care about you, though. Like, you saying you don't like things is enough. But for our parents, why? Why? Eat what I give you. Doesn't matter. Your opinion doesn't matter. Eat it. Why? It was constant, just digging, prodding. Why? Because no privacy. You couldn't have any. I don't care. You don't like something? You don't want to do something? Sick. That's all I needed. And if you keep talking, I'm probably going to mentally check out anyways. So like, ADHD's a bitch, but also a blessing. Like I don't need it. My kids spend almost 0 time in their rooms unless they're sleeping. You know what's sad is neither did I, because if I was in my room, that was considered, I was probably doing nothing of productive means, so it would be interrupted. Like if I went to my room to draw, someone would come in my room. What are you doing? I need you to blah, 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 blah. And I'd be like, okay. So like staying away from my room was a safe thing, because if I wasn't in my room, I might be doing something productive. And like, isn't that fucked? My dad was a huge asshole. It'd be fucking rich right now if he hadn't fucked me over back in 1994. Middle school principal called, said I did something I didn't do. Bastard threw away my entire MTG collection. Oh my God. Week later, she called again, said I didn't do it. Dad bought me 1 box and a single to replace it, but the old cards weren't available. That's fucked. That's real gross. It's not even the dollar amount. It's that form of a punishment is so weird. Like it doesn't matter what it was, or even if it was worth money. Sentimental value's enough. It's just cruel. Like that's like it's cruel behavior to take something a child loves and destroy it. Like, do you remember when that family vlogger, like Ruby Frankie or whatever, went to jail this past summer because she was a fucking horrific abusive mom? One of the things she would do to her daughter is take her doll and threaten to cut its head off. She would do that on a regular basis and film herself doing that because that was appropriate parenting to her. That's abuse. I think it's cruel. Like, it's just extra salt on that wound that it would have literally like paid off the rest of your life. But it's I had the same shit happen to me, and I just wonder if it's like a boomer thing that they're just like, I'll destroy physical, like things that you worked hard to buy and own as a it's a weird knee-jerk reaction it's weird and it's confusing to me. It makes me feel sick. It's just my dogs piss me off all the time. And I've never taken one of their toys that is beloved to them and cut it up in front of them. Like, that's what that feels. It feels really weird. It feels like a very childish move on a parent to do something like that. It's just mean. It's so mean. I can't imagine being mean to a dog, let alone a kid. It's so mean. Was it part of that, what Vex is saying? Sounds like a religious person who thinks fantasies, games are the devil. Was it like something like that? He refused to spend $300 on each Black Lotus and $150 on Moxes. I mean, of course, because they don't see the value in any of that. It is cruel, but also it wasn't because it was a collection. He saw it as taking away a game from me because I did play with those cards. Taking it away and throwing it away and destroying it permanently is kind of crazy, though. That's it, in my personal opinion. I'm not a parent. Nothing I say matters. That just seems wild. I grew up with only the bathroom door being allowed to close and toy things threatened daily. When I had boys, we developed a strict privacy system and I never took their things. When I had the boys, we developed a strict privacy system and I never took their things. You're a wonderful human. I can't even fathom that. It's more, I bought you the packs, I can take them away. Ew. It was 93, 94. I lived them. I 100%, like half. I don't have anything from my childhood. I have nothing. Pictures. That's it. Nothing. I have no clothes. I don't have a baby blanket. I don't have any toys. My mom took all of them. She took all of them away without telling me and then would make me feel like I lost them. Well, maybe you should keep track of your prized possessions. Maybe you should take care of things better. Where's the last place you put it? That's what she did to me I was like gaslit for like 15 years. And then one day, laughingly, a little lit, she was like, oh, I threw that away. You just weren't paying attention to it anymore and I didn't like the clutter. I figured it was garbage. That was the answer to like everything. My entire My Little Pony collection. I had like 50 precious to me. Secondhand My Little Ponies because we were poor and I'd go to the thrift shop and get them, but they were fucking precious to me. All of those, like just thrown away. It's just bizarre. But I wasn't in trouble. It was just like, she just deemed one day I wasn't worthy of them anymore. I found one joy that comes with winter. I get to wear my hat that Vissy made me. Ooh, that's a good joy. I love that. I love that for you. Right, as a parent that breaks my brain, I would never threaten to destroy his belongings, take away for a bit. Right? Restrictions make sense, but just destroying someone's property, what that teaches a kid is, oh, when someone makes me mad, I can destroy their property. That's what that, instills. I'm not that I'm saying that's happening to you, Steva, but it's still sad. I'm angry for you. I saw a thing that says millennials were raised as bedroom kids and we were raising living room kids. And we are raising living room kids. And at least in my case, it's true. I spend a ton of time in my bedroom. My kids spend almost no time hanging in there and are always around us. Dude, just your kids wanting to be in the same room as you by choice is a pretty big move. Can't say the same for any of mine. Yeah, restrictions are one thing, but man, destroying shit is fucked up. Exactly. It's a strain of thinking that infects boomers in general. Their children are just an extension of themselves, not full-on individuals, let alone a human being worth of feeling. I mean, exactly. We're more like a pet. What the principal said I did was something I wasn't even freaking capable of. Someone shattered one of the toilets in one of the bathrooms that I was seen coming out of last. I did not have the physical strength to shatter porcelain. Who the fuck does? My God. Hi, Sales. How are you, love? My brothers did that too. I never had anything worth selling. I didn't have anything of worth, really. CDs. Every CD I ever owned, my brothers stole and sold for drugs or something. I had places I would try to hide in my room because I would always have to have family time, which was sitting in the living room doing nothing. And I hate that. I think I went to family time because it was the only time I was allowed to sit down and do nothing because the rest of the family was at the same time. So they would put on TV or some movie or something in the main big living room. And if they were sitting, then I could sit. But if they got up, I had to get up. So during the day, don't sit because they're not sitting kind of thing. I had places I would try to hide in the room. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that fucked up? Hi, Genova. How are you, love? Despite my son being the sweetest human to everyone outside of his house, he's a butthole at home. We take things away, we ground and everything, but we don't actively destroy things. Now, if he breaks, sometimes it's not getting replaced or anything. Then it's a discussion of you need to take care of your stuff. That's different. That I think that's very understandable. I can tell you that restrictions didn't work on me. I was smarter than my old man and always found ways around restrictions. I mean, I think that's part of restrictions is that. I hate to say it, but like learning how to get around bullshit is kind of part of being an adult. What up, Barry? That's a lot of streams in a row. 10 cunts in a row, bitch! My dad would say, we're going to be a 90s dad, not a 50s dad or something like that, because basically not wanting to be a more considerate parent. Or what is it, wanting to be a more considerate parent? Because you're saying not wanting to be a considerate parent, and then a heart, I'm confused. Cool. Yeah, okay, so we're connecting on that, Vex. Awesome. Okay, so yeah. No, it's cool. I get what you mean. I get what you meant. I get what you mean. I just had to ask. Most vivid one was my clear Game Boy Advance just disappearing one day, and I just thought I'd stupidly lost it in an ADHD stupor. I was made to believe that that was my entire childhood. I was also led to believe I was like irresponsible with money until I was like in my mid-20s. And then I just realized, oh, that was just my parents' excuse to steal all my money. We'll hold it for you. We'll hold that money because you're not responsible enough to hold that money, whatever the fuck that means. And then like years later, hey, where's that money? What money? What money? That's not real. That money doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about. Me. Pretty sure that was 15 grand that Nana left me. Your Nana did not leave you $15,000. That's insane. Why would she do that? My student loans, she didn't do that. Okay. Crazy. My father tried to restrict my internet modem use by monitoring the line the modem got used on. I connected it to a different line he couldn't monitor. That's smart. I understood that part, Vex. Once I got to the heart, I was like, okay, this is a nicer sentence than I'm trying. It's just theft. Oh, yeah. Or like signing up for student loans under my name, like co-signing student loans with my name and pulling them out to pay bills. And then me coming out of college with $134,000 in loans and being like, I shouldn't have that much in loans. What the fuck's going on there? And my parents being like, well, we were in a tight spot a few times. We're all victims of the shit. I'm not special. I'm not special and I'm not unique in any way, shape, or form. This is happening to people all over the place. Not everyone's good. Cheers. Boomers love a gaslight. They love a gaslight. And we're their little check engine lights like, hey, this seems wrong. And they're like, nah, just ignore that. That doesn't mean anything. It's a Jesus Christ, but it's not unique. I'm not special or unique. This happens to people all over the place. This is very common. This is very, very common where kids turn 18 and their parents go and start signing up for credit cards at like Lowe's because the family needs a lawnmower, but your parents are strapped and their credit score sucks. It's super common. I got childhood trauma, but damn, y'all make me glad my parents weren't that way. They're not the worst though. Like I don't know. I don't want anyone to think like I'm unique or special. It's not. And that's the sad part. This is everywhere. I know so many people with very similar stories to mine where shit like that happened. You move on and you grow up, and I break the trauma cycle by not having kids. But like, there's nothing you can do but move on from it. I'm hoping to fuck I'm not going to get any more weird bills in my life that are like, hey, you owe $10,000. Me going, why? Oh, my mom pulled out another loan? Just no more of that. Because literally, I've never been able to have a life savings account because of these random like bills throughout my fucking life. Slurmy, I fucking hate that for you. Also, while acting like alcohol isn't drug while using it like a crutch, 100%. I know my mom holding a fucking gin and tonic. I have my gin and tonic every night looking down at me with my joint. I know how much dope you smoke. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I'm not saying one's better than the other, although one clearly is. But like, waves furiously at screen. It's legal, therefore it's totally fine. 100%. Hi, oh, how are you, love? I only take one day off a week. It's that adrenaline. L streamed like, what was it, like 10 hours yesterday or something like that. She's like, I don't understand how y'all do this. You have to be just like living on pure adrenaline 24/7. Yes. Because if I'm not moving and I'm not doing and I'm not making and I'm not sleeping and I'm not eating, then the invasive thoughts get in and I start wondering why I'm even alive, and we can't have that. So we just stay alive forever. It's worked so far. Dude, real talk, day off day is the worst day of the week for me because I get so much more sad than normal. It is crazy how much stream is like good for my brain. Like unloading in the morning, because it's crazy how much all of this builds up overnight. And on day off day, I have nothing. I'm just stuck upstairs with my brain, and there's not one person in my immediate vicinity to be like, hey, that's not real. Instead, it's just like, why do you exist? Should you exist? You don't matter. If you died, no one would even know. Oh my God. Like, I've had thoughts where, like, if I drove into the woods and died in my car, my mom wouldn't know for 6 months because that's how often she checks in. Like, I get into those places on day off day. Worst day of the fucking week. It's so fucking bad for me. So, like, if I could get away with not ever taking a day off without my mods coming at me and being like, Katie, this is just really bad for you, I would. I would definitely never take a day off. Because I can't take it. Like, I literally cannot take myself. I am too much for me. She's too much, man. Especially this time of year with the sad and the dark hitting. Oh, my God. I'm in a weird spot. My dad has issues with his brain, PTSD, and damage from a car accident. He can act like a super shitty person and awful. But, like, I don't know how much to blame it on things he can't control. It's super exhausting. That is so exhausting. I'm so sorry. I had brain damage as a kid, and I often wonder if that's going to affect me or is affecting me. Because, like, the vast majority of serial killers absolutely have a past of brain damage. And a horse tap danced on my head. I smoke all day. I'm on my second bowl. Are you ready? Kiko, let's fucking go. What? Is that a trick question? When's smoke time? Good morning, Vile. I hate the time change stuff. It's so weird. So I went live like a little bit earlier today because, again, too much time alone with my head. My mom has brain damage, and I wonder a lot of that too. There's something about it. I don't know what it is. I don't know, like when they say, you know, serial killers, or not necessarily just serial killers, sociopaths, psychopaths, tend to have the common denominator of head trauma. Head trauma is defined by so many different things. Like, for some people, it was literally like being tap danced on by a horse. For some people, it was a baseball hit them in the head. For some of them, they fell out of a moving vehicle. Like, it's not like a specific, like, frontal cortex, occipital. It's nothing. There's no, I don't know. I don't know. So, like, I don't know. It's always 420 somewhere. Hit up the mods, will listen, or sit silently on Discord and days off while you wander away and come back randomly. Man, I would never. It's so dark. I would never put that on anybody. I appreciate you, though. Are we complaining about parents today? We were. I mean, if you need to, always. The fallback time change has never affected me. It's the spring forward one that my body has to struggle with. My body doesn't really struggle with it. It's just like now I get up a little bit earlier or I stay up a little bit later, I guess. It just seems silly. My logical brain says, so stupid. Why still doing? Why are we trusting people with important decisions who think daylight savings time should stay? That's what my brain seriously, like, it's the most simple math equation. You think daylight savings time makes sense and we should keep it? You probably shouldn't have the job you have if you work in government. Like, you're just not smart enough for that. In my personal opinion, you sound like you believe in the Easter Bunny. You know? But I want you to snuggle you, but I have to pee so fucking bad you're gonna dance on my bladder. Do you want to go outside? Do you want to do that instead? Oh my God, right on my bladder. I gotta pee so bad. This is my joy. Say hello to my joy. Oh, am I choking you? My bad. There's some dog ASMR for you. Hi, cute boy. I love you. But you do sit right on my bladder. Arizona. I know. I have several concussions in my youth. Please don't scare me. I had several. Concussion doesn't necessarily dictate brain damage because I had brain damage but no concussion. Isn't that weird? Literally stomped on by a horse and still no concussion. Are you the best boy in the whole world? Yes. Yeah. The funniest part is the time change has nothing to do with farmers originally. And literally farmers have been like, please stop blaming it on us. Basically, long story short, I had to move back in with my parents during COVID because I was in the middle of a mental breakdown that caused financial issues. Oh God, and what did your mom do? I'm ready for the rest. It's cool. I love a part 1, part 2. He's trying to help you pee since you help him pee all the time. I know. He had one of those shits this morning where he looked deep in my eyes and struggled a little, so we're extra bonded today. You're so handsome. You don't even know. Those eyes look a little crazy, though. How are you today, my sweet boy? Did you try to kill another squirrel this morning? Because you're a murderer. You don't even know what to do with it once you get it. Farmers would just wake up when they got to go to work, do work. Exactly. Like it's such a stupid thing. Someone thought they were clever with daylight savings. They were not at all. Mobile's stupid. Yeah, don't ever worry about it. I want that little white tuft to move about his body the older he gets. Oh my God. He has salt everywhere, dude. It just doesn't come up on stream, but like he's got salt like I have salt. Like that kind of like, oh my God, look at that fucker. Wait, oh, traitor to the crown, you gotta go. Did I get it? Or did I just pull out black hair? I did. Damn it. Traitor to the crown. He's got shit like that all over him. It's almost exactly like mine, where it's like, there's my patch. Why? I can't be mad at you, but why do you always want to lick my mouth? Is it because dad lets you? Yeah, it's disgusting. You lick your asshole with that. I know. You're welcome, Mom. Dude, so the other day, Trick, I think I told you guys the story, right when we woke up and the first time they went out, a squirrel was in my yard. So it went sprinting down my fence and it fell halfway down the fence. Like it fell halfway trying to run down my yard into the yard. So it cut across the yard. Lil didn't notice it, Trick did. And he did like you see those videos of foxes doing it into snow where they just go whoop, poosh with their front of their body. That's what he did. Like he was like, yipe, 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 boop, boosh, right into the squirrel with his front paws and maybe his face. Just like a whap. And the squirrel just, or more like, So I was like, oh my fucking God. And I was like, come on, guys, let's go inside. Got the dogs inside, got a glove, grabbed the squirrel and tossed it in the front yard, and it's not there anymore. So I'm thinking he just knocked it out. Because there was definitely a squirrel in my yard again this morning. I don't know if it was the same one, but I think he might be a killer. This has the skin of a killer, Bella. I was gonna drink the water. Is that sick? I don't mind putting myself in pain. What are you doing? Oh, Lil's behind you. I see what's up. Then one night I was so now that I'm finally back on my feet, out of debt, earning on an actual living wage, I'm ready to move back out. However, my mom kind of really relies on the rent I give her, but my therapist talking to her about it, and she seemed okay with it. Then one night I was excitedly talking about the move. Sorry, my mouse is on top of it, which is still in the very early stages. She gets upset, starts crying, and says, I'm never going to get to retire. I'm going to work until I die like my mother. I know this is like, you know this, but I'm just here to reiterate that your mom's financial situation is not your responsibility. Parents destroying their children's lives because they couldn't fucking figure their own shit out is a common theme amongst our generation as well. And it pisses me off. I have a few friends right now going through that, where their parents call them and say things along the line of, we're going to lose the house if you don't help us. And that child like, well, I was about to buy a house, but I guess I'll bail my parents out and I'll just never own. I've seen that happen multiple times. And then those same parents go vote for Trump and come at us because we're not part of the economy because we won't buy a house. Fury. Okay, I really have to pee. BRB, take a break, load a bowl. I got stuck like that for a little while when my parents divorced later in my life. I came back from college second year. My brother already had plans to move out at that point. I'd buy a house. I'd buy like 4 houses. Someone would have to fund me, but I'd buy so many houses. Can you imagine? You are not here to support your parents. Yes, that is absolutely fact. It's horrible. No, the guilt trips are terrible. And we are absolutely hardwired to impress our parents because theoretically they should have our best wishes at heart. So therefore, evolutionarily, going along with whatever our parents say and whatever our parents make us feel should be beneficial to us. That's what's so fucked up about the whole thing. Is you being hardwired to be guilty about your mom not saying those things, like, you know what I'm saying? That hardwiring is actually healthy. What your mom's doing is really fucked up and unhealthy, though. I know this won't make you feel better, but goddamn did it remind me of this. When I got my job at Johns Hopkins, the #1 hospital, like one of the #1 hospitals in the United States of America, massive fucking teaching hospital, kind of legendary. When I got my job at Johns Hopkins, I was so excited because, oh my God, that was such a weird whim to apply for that job. Just like, I'll never get a job at Hopkins. It's like getting a job at a Mayo Clinic or something like that. I'm a brand new RT, blah, blah, blah. Got the job. Tell my mom, I have a screenshot of the text. I tell my mom, I send her the acceptance letter. I'm so fucking excited. Her response, poo. Nothing. And then I go to her house. And my dad meets me at the door. You're breaking your mother's heart. I go into the living room and I sit in a couch across from my mom, just like it's a normal hangout. This is nothing special. And my mom is bawling and she chokes out, we were supposed to grow old together. That fucked me up so hard for the rest of my life. I'm done. That fucked me. That broke me. But man, is that familiar. And it took years. I have officially severed the umbilical cord, but man, did it take fucking years to get over that. That shit's unfair to do to your kids. That's really unfair to do to your kids. What? Meanwhile, every other like grown adult my mom's age that I work with is like I don't understand why your parents aren't excited for you to like move out and go do your thing and like blossom and have this amazing career and shit like that. And I'm like, me neither. But like it's worth it to not give in to the guilt because you get to live your own life. It sucks, but I live my own life, and I've never felt healthier. I've never been in, and I say this very real, like there was so much weird psychological pressure going on for my family, moving away from them and not living with them. I've been in the best shape of my life. I'm in the best mental shape of my life, which is a lot considering the morning we've had, but I'm still like, if you guys were around 10 years ago, you know I'm in the best fucking mental state of my life. Everything got better when I could just be my own person and I didn't feel this helicopter over me judging me or making me feel bad about it. It's very bizarre. Oh no, I'm telling you, like you'll like if you're, I know you're like me, you have a big heart. You'll feel icky for a bit. It just sucks. I'm just like, it's gross that both of our moms did that. It's so familiar. It's such a familiar, gross, like, what the fuck? Like something ticks in your brain where it's this, I mean, at least when this happened with me, it was very gross. Something went in my head that was like, oh, my mom's just a human and doesn't always have my best interest at heart. Like sometimes she's selfish. And that realization was mind altering. It was that moment that I was like, oh, crazy. But she's just human. No human's perfect, but they're supposed to be. Theoretically, your parents are supposed to be. Theoretically. I'm surprised you didn't get the why do you want to live in a shithole like Baltimore comment as someone who lives there. Oh my God, Volps. You know what I used to get, what I got once I started moving? Once I started preparing to move, I'm not kidding you, the exact quote I got. I love Baltimore, for one thing. My mom knew nothing about Baltimore, thank fuck, so she said nothing. And I moved there right before all the riots went down, after the cops beat a bunch of innocent black people to death, or took them on joyrides in the back of a van. I moved there right before that, but this is an exact quote from my mom. Everyone on the East Coast is very abrasive and very mean. I've never been, but I know. Okay. It wasn't just Baltimore. Everyone on the East Coast. Abrasive, mean. I've never been, but I know. And then, you know what she says now that I live in Colorado? I really miss when you lived in Baltimore. It was fun to visit. I loved the history and seeing like American history. I'd love to go up to Pittsburgh. That's what she says. She's visited me once in Colorado in 6 years. It's just comical. I'm not bitching. I laugh about these things because I know you're laughing too. Like all of this makes you go, oh, really? Okay. I know, Knives, but like all you can do is laugh about it, right? It's fucking hilarious. She's such a bitch. I still don't think they've said it to me as an adult at any point. My aunt and uncle do it much more. Did anyone else experience a household growing up where you can't remember your parents saying love you at all? In my family, it's very performative in that it's like, if I don't say I love you at the end of every phone call, it's why didn't you say I love you? What if I died? What if the last thing you said to me was, okay, bye? Well, it wouldn't matter because you're dead. Very performative. In my family, it was more, there was no touching. No, like if you were hurt and you were crying, you didn't get held or hugged or there was no intimacy whatsoever. The only intimacy came in the form of violence of some kind. And so to this day, I'm very deeply uncomfortable with soft touches. I don't know what to do with that. But I do aim very hard in my life to be a good hugger. Because I didn't get that as a kid, which was weird. Matt's Shadow, thank you for the follow. I can't remember if I said thank you, but thank you for that follow, and I appreciate you. The performative, I'm so sorry. I learned to stop telling my mom anything about my life. My sister and I have experienced adventures mom never knew about. If she didn't know, she couldn't put me down about it. Oh my God, I love that. I feel like I've reached that because I don't think she knows about this. I just stopped telling her things because she would literally be like, ew, gross, yuck. Why'd you do that to yourself? Can I give you a hug? Absolutely. You might say that, okay, bye is a pretty fitting final thing to say to someone who's about to pass away, right? Like, my God, I'd just be grateful I had a phone call with you before you left. Jesus. This is totally unrelatable at all, combo here, but I'm happy. I just found a horse in TikTok that looks like rain. What? Okay. Yeah, like Rain from Mortal Kombat. Like, who's Rain? No TikTok. Tears of the Kingdom. Oh my god, I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom yet. There's 2 Zelda games I haven't played: Skyward Sword or something, and Tears of the Kingdom. I don't have a way to play them. My excuse for the no touching, no hugging is that I'm from an Asian family. Expect that I always remember hugging my grandparents. My Nana I would crawl up on her body, like she would lay on her, she had a recliner, and I remember being so small that I could curl up like on her chest / lap like a cat and snuggle, and she would have me and my sister in her arms like this. My grandpa, I would fall asleep. My mom has so many pictures of me falling asleep on my grandpa. Like, he'd be sitting on the couch and I'd fall asleep on his belly, like passed out on him at some family party. Like, I had a lot of good, loving intimacy with my grandparents. They were very physically, like, which is weird because that's my mom's parents. But they, like, I don't think my Nana was ever physically, like, loving with my mom. I don't think I ever saw them hug or anything. So I don't know if it's that. I don't know. It's weird. I went no contact with most of them in 2016. At my mom's passed, I've gotten no contact with the rest of them. I hope they choke on their racism. I've gotten no contact with every single person in my family except my sister and my mom. I gotta call my dad. It's his fucking birthday today. My stepdad. Him too. He's decent. Call dad. 65 today. Damn. My dad died when I was 7, so my stepdad was basically my dad. Happy birthday, Timmy! Timmy! Call dad. Hopefully that stays on. I'll remember. It's today. Don't let me forget. I've never, ever forgotten to call my parents on their birthdays. Ever. I will not be that child. Oh my God. I haven't seen Spirit in so long. What did Rain look like? What kind of, Spirit was a buckskin, right? Hold on. Spirit, movie, horse, Rain. Oh, ooh, a paint horse with like a white face. Pretty. I don't know why my whole life I've loved paint horses. I just think they're so fucking pretty looking. Isn't that weird, Cass? Same. I wouldn't blame it. Like, you blamed it on having an Asian family. I used to blame it on the Catholicism. Catholics are so, like, you know, your children are just a branch of yourself. Like, they're not really kids. You don't need to love them. Like, just touch little boys with priests or whatever. Like, I used to blame it on that. But when I think back on it, even my aunts to this day, my aunts give me really good hugs, like genuine, like hold me hugs. Like the last time my Aunt Ethel hugged me, I literally almost started crying in the middle of a restaurant because it was such a good hug. And I almost broke down. I was like, that is like one of the best, realest hugs I've ever gotten. It was really hard, but like, I don't know what happened to my parents, but they bonded over their lack of that. So whatever. I was told that's a red flag. Which part's a red flag? Oh my God, Spawn's name is Timothy. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. No. Timmy. That's my dad's name too. Timothy Irwin. Isn't that my uncles? Bobby, Jimbo, Bruz. That I essentially cut off my entire family. That was a red flag. You know what my therapist pointed me to was a really interesting idea. So do you remember being a little kid when you just had no control over whether or not you were part of the family, so you had to go to family functions, you were with the battery of the family all the time, blah, 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 blah. So do you remember there being kind of like, there was always 1 or 2 family members, always one at least, that had moved away, and at the family function, everybody, at least somebody will be like, how's so-and-so? And the rest would be like, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. And they're just never talked about. And everybody just has no idea. That's what we became. We're that person now. Because the narcissist battery does not know how to function with an outsider. They don't know how to function if they don't have shit on you. So when you go no contact and you pull yourself out of that, that's the nucleus of it. Isn't that fucking crazy? She just did that to me this year. She threw this bomb on me and I was like, oh my God. And the family always has like their made up reasons, like, oh, they left because they're probably gay, or they left because they had a nasty divorce, or they moved away because something like, and it's just, no, we just cannot stand you. We are the ones that didn't buy into the gestures, hands all around. And if you don't buy in, you don't fit. So you gotta go and get. We gonna get it. We gonna did don't get. Cause fuck, what are we gonna do? But I feel great. Outside of it, I don't know. I don't miss it at all. Timmy was my ringtone for years. Oh my God, my dad still does it. He'll say it, Timmy. He thinks it's hilarious. I don't even know if he knows where it's from. You know, that was my Uncle Barry, who moved to Germany, had a family, kids, all that. Isn't that weird? We are, Mish. It's so bizarre when you actually think about it, like, oh, fuck. That's when they all have their family gatherings and their whatevers every year. You're the person that every once in a while someone's like, anybody hear about Mish? I heard she moved away because she's gay and her uterus fell out her eyes. Oh my God, must be because of those diet pills she was probably on. Crazy. Or whatever. Botched surgery. She's having a child. That was my father. It's interesting to be a kid of the family who left. Oh, weird. My mom was the one that showed up to every family function first and was the last to leave. So annoyingly. Like if you invited us over for that function, whatever the fuck it was, we were there for like 6 hours, if not more, because my mom she brought food, she helped set up, and she'd clean. And we were just dead on the couch in a coma or something. Cheers. I've never fit in with cliques. Would you want to? Have you ever thought about that? That's the beige ones. I'm kind of glad I didn't, because like with the advent of the internet these days, you can go look up anybody. And my graduating class was like 30-something people, so it's really easy to go look up the girls that I went to school with, and they look exactly the same and they've done nothing. Most of them are teachers at the school we went to. So they literally go to school every day, to the place we all went to school every day. And like the girls I play basketball with, they volunteer coach for the basketball team. Their lives did not go many places. Where like, I know for a fact that you and Crispy have done some pretty fucking kinky shit, and you have googly eyes big enough to cover your RBTs. Your life is vastly more interesting. Like, exponentially so. Fuck clicks. I'm good. I never did either, but I'm fine with that because they just seem to be the most boring people ever. I don't know. I just think there's so many people in the world that are so much more interesting to talk to, who like live their life and go do fun shit. That's a fact. I have that picture of Katie with, she has big, beautiful, some of the most glorious titties I've ever seen, but she has googly eyes that are pasties. Incredible. You'd never see one of those beige bitches who feels comfort in being part of a clique ever do that. How boring. Just boring, right? I don't know. I'd much rather hang out with people who are interesting and kind of like, what's the word? Eccentric. I like its eccentricities. I like them. They make me happy. What up, Genova? What kind of pizza? Yum. I feel like I wasn't an outsider. I mean, maybe this might be an outsider. Tell me. So I feel like I was that kid. I kind of just fit in with any group, so I didn't really fit in anywhere. Like, I played sports, but I was in theater, but I was also a super science nerd and went to space camp. So I just kind of drifted, but I never had, like, until my adult years, I never really had, like, really good, close friends. Or like a group that I was like solid with for years that I would like return to. I didn't have that until like my late 20s, early 30s. Literally, honestly, until I started meeting gaming bitches. That's when that started cleaning. Like I actually started developing like real friendships. But I never, because I just kind of, I didn't find a shit ton in common with anybody. Like, I've never been someone who defines themselves by one activity, and a lot of those people definitely do. Like, a lot, and that's how you succeed at life. Let's be real. Someone who becomes obsessed with basketball, gets really good at basketball, and is an over 6 foot woman, you're gonna do great. I was like, probably could have been great at basketball. I'm 6 feet tall. I'm a woman. That's all that's really required for basketball. But I had no passion for it. I didn't care. I have too much passion for too many things. So like I get kind of mediocre at shit and quit, and then I move on and do something new and whatever. And I've never really clicked with people that are just like, this is my personality, this one thing I fucking identify with, like, or identify by. So many things to do, but also those are the kind of people that get really good at one thing. So like, whatever, I guess if that's your jam. I may get another niece or nephew soon. My brother isn't too sure if he got someone else preggers again. Well, that's creepy. They had Red Barons on sale for $2.99. Ooh, yes. I had a Red Baron the other day, and I cracked eggs on it and crumbled up some goat's cheese on it, and then I did like a little balsamic drizzle. Oh my God. It's the first time I've ever done that with like a frozen pizza. I never thought to myself, like, I could just get a plain cheese pizza and put whatever the fuck I want on it. That never occurred to me. Okay. I got fired from that shitty job because I wasn't part of their cocaine-addled clique. You know, I've worked at some hospitals you could literally define the exact same way, Katie. Does that worry you? A few of the hospitals I've worked at in my entire life, I never could click with the group of nurses I worked with because they're literally addled on cocaine and they drink every day. No shade. I don't have that. I don't know. I smoke a lot. That's my vice. But these bitches, they get off work at 7 a.m. and go to the Irish pub to have breakfast and brews and then drive home and then sleep and then go back to work and rinse, repeat. And I'm just like, holy shit. Oh, and there's Coke all over the place. It's just addled. Just fucking Coke addled. And I just turned down Coke because it doesn't do anything to me because I'm mentally ill. So like, what's the fuck? And if you don't do the drugs with them, they don't really invite you around anymore. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. And it's kind of a, you know how they say Adderall is basically medical meth. A lot of people that get taken off Adderall start switching over to things like cocaine or meth or something. It's pretty scary. I've crushed up instant ramen noodles on frozen pizza before and drizzled teriyaki sauce. Was pretty damn good. Was it crunchy? It was so tasty, Genova. I was so impressed. I rotate on what I like to learn and become obsessed with. Same. I feel like it's hyper-focus. I hyper-focus all over the place. Right now, I don't have... My hyper-focus is naps. Nurses do Coke. You know what was one of the weirdest lessons working in hospitals? I remember working in like retail and working in restaurants and shit like that and thinking to myself... ignorantly, I can't wait to be in an environment just full of super smart people. I can't wait to be working in an environment where everyone cares and everyone is just hyper intelligent and they're all very scholastic and we're all out there just learning and growing and healing people. That was what I used to think when I worked like retail and restaurants while I was going through school. Then when I started working in hospitals, what I learned is everywhere you work in the whole world, it doesn't matter if you're a teacher, if you're a salesman, if you are a porn star, if you are whatever, everywhere you work, you have the exact same cast of employees you work with. It's just a different setting. That's it. So look at your employees you work with right now. Look at that cast. Everywhere you go in your life, that cast exists. There's always shitheads. There's always dream kids. There's always golden child. There's always whatever. It's everywhere. And that sucks. And there's always the drug-addled bitches. Always. I can't wait to work with professionals. That was my favorite. And you want to know what's hilarious? My drug dealer was a cardiac surgeon. He used to deliver me my weed in like the plastic bags that we carry around equipment in the hospital. We have like these plastic drawstring bags that are see-through, and you just dump a bunch of plastic, you just dump a shit ton of random ass equipment in there, and in the middle of all that equipment would be a bag, an ounce of weed. And he'd just walk around to the offices and be like an Easter bunny. Hilarious. No one smokes at work. I only knew one person ever that was high at work and they were fired. Not the cocaine bitches. I don't know. I didn't hang out with them, but no one smoked weed at work. That's irresponsible. Yeah, the addictive meth. By the way, everyone take your joy if it's in your pocket right now. Take your joy. take your pills, take your meds, take your joy. I was looking for my bottle to shake it, but I think I put it up there this morning. Take your joy, everyone. Yeah, that addictive shit we leave in our pockets is fucking hilarious. You know, honestly, they should figure out how to not make it like Coke, but allegedly, in my opinion, this is theoretical because obviously I've never done any of this before because I'm an innocent virginal child. This is a Christian Minecraft stream. And I'm not just saying this. This is so real. You snort a line of cocaine. It's nothing like getting high. It's not like something hits your brain immediately. It's not like this fireworks going off. It's just all of a sudden, another line of Coke sounds like the best idea you've ever had in your life. So you do another line of Coke. And then you sit there and you play with the Coke on a mirror until it's appropriate to do another line of Coke. And every line of Coke you do makes another line sound like the best idea you've ever had in your fucking life. Until you're out of Coke and suddenly you're like, oh my God, you guys, how are we out of Coke? We should get more Coke. And it's $100 for every fucking, it's crazy. It's the most expensive, boring shit. It just makes itself seem like a good idea. But if they could somehow apply that trait to Adderall medication, like ADD medication, none of us would ever forget our shit again. Because we'd just be like waiting till the next day, like, God, Adderall sounds great. It's really boring. I've never done Coke and felt inspired. And this is a learning place. I share these stories as an educational, like, it's really just don't waste your money on Coke. Don't waste your money and don't waste your time and don't risk your job on getting a drug test on something like that. It's pointless. It's not like the movies where suddenly people talk really fast and they're really inspired and their noses are bleed. Like, I've seen a lot of noses bleed, but honestly, it's usually someone just staring at the Coke waiting to do another line of Coke and suddenly their nose just starts to bleed and you're like, oh my God, your nose is bleeding. And they're like, oh shit. And then they leave. It doesn't do anything like that. Same with like shrooms have never produced visuals for me, allegedly, theoretically. Shrooms are legal here. I don't have to talk like that. Shrooms are fine. But Coke and shit like that, it's a waste of money. It does nothing but make you want to do more. That's it. Oh my God, cocky. And that's the thing. So I've thought about that before. It's been years since I fucked around with any of this shit, allegedly, theoretically. But like, so theoretically, allegedly, when you do something like cocaine or ephedrine or something where it's causing a burst release of dopamine, serotonin, happy chemicals in your brain, what happens is, I can't remember what it's called. It's called like the Suicidal Mondays. Kill Me Mondays. It's a horrible name. I can't remember what it's called. But it's essentially the day after the weekend of a binge on doing uppers like that, you're going to feel so bad because you've literally borrowed happiness from tomorrow. Your body doesn't naturally just kick up the production of dopamine and serotonin to make up for what you've just released rapid fire in 15 minutes. So you'll oftentimes have up to 3 to 5 days of like the deepest, darkest depression you can ever imagine. Imagine those of us who already don't have adequate serotonin, dopamine. Can you even get out of bed? I don't know. Like, that sounds like a fucking nightmare. I want nothing to do with that day at all. I love weed. There's no hangover and it doesn't make me feel sad. It's balance, right? And that's the thing is like with uppers and big drugs like that, I don't know if there is a balance because the reason those drugs do what they do is they cause that massive release of serotonin, dopamine at one time. Senor, you took the words out of my mouth. I was just going to say, at the end of the day, my dudes, do what you want to do and live life. Life is there to be lived. That being said, in this current drug economy, I wouldn't do shit. Everything has fentanyl in it. And I'll tell you why. Fentanyl doesn't make you any higher. It doesn't make you feel better. What it does is it makes you violently ill once you get sober. So it makes you need to re-up that high faster and more efficiently than ever before. Because not only are you sober, you're violently ill. Like puking your fucking guts out. So they're putting fentanyl in everything because it makes you buy more drugs. Just inevitably. It is disgusting. Unless you are, like, I know, allegedly, theoretically, some literally pharmacists and shit that go to Burning Man and stuff, so they test their own drugs and or make some of them. Unless you know someone like that can absolutely test things and give you an absolute 100% guarantee, written, fucking signed document that there's no fentanyl in it, don't fuck with anything right now. It's in everything. Yeah, it's just not safe. It's not safe, and that's what sucks, is it's not safe. Any of it. when I was still cooking, one of the cooks I worked with did tons of coke. He cut himself in accidentally. And as I was about to get the first aid kit, he goes, "I'm good," and places his finger directly on the flat top to cauterize it. Okay. That was a fun day. Fun day. Good. That's like my coworker who went and got an abortion on shift and came back, and I didn't know, and I was like, "How was lunch?" And she laughed, and I was like, "Okay." And then like 3 days later, she's like, "You remember when you asked me how lunch was? I literally just got upstairs and got an abortion." I was like, "Oh, congrats." Fentanyl comes from the hospitals. It literally comes from medicine. Yep. It's the number one reason nurses are fired right now. Hail
Satan, not to that, but hail Satan.
It's the number one reason medical professionals in general are getting fired right now is smuggling fentanyl out of the hospitals to sell it to drug dealers. Hospitals. Fentanyl propofol is part of our concoction to knock you out in the ER to do stitches, reset a bone, reset a hip, etc. Small short-term anesthesia. Propofol fentanyl. It's perfect. It's amnesic. It's paralytic. Knocks you the fuck out. That's where it came from. Yeah. I dated a guy whose sister had like 10 abortions while we were together. Holy shit. That's intense. I'm very pro-choice, but man. At what point? That makes me need to cause pain to myself. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh dear God. I hate this capitalist dystopia so fucking much. It's okay. I think it's just a matter of finding the bright spots where we can. Oh my God, Allie, it's never the wrong time to hail Satan. I always make it clear it's not to that. I wonder if that's why there were several openings in my job for healthcare travel. I get jobs offers every fucking day. I get texts from people. "Hey, Katie, are you willing to travel? Hey, Katie, are you still looking for that job in Baltimore? Hey, Katie, you're looking for a job in Florida. Hey, Katie, are you looking for a job in Alabama?" Every fucking day I'm getting offered jobs. It's constant. There's a lot of reasons. Honestly, right now, if you notice an influx, it's because everybody's getting ready for winter. People just get sick in the winter because we're staying inside, and inside is the dirty place. The more you're inside, the more likely you are to get sick. Facts. Nature's cleaner. And so once we get cold, we all start staying inside and the hospitals get loaded. And so we start over hiring for the winter. It's kind of like holiday hiring, but for sickness. It sounds like a fetish to her at some point. 10? "I just left the travel nursing industry. It's garbage. Don't trust those travel companies unless you really look at your contract." I don't think I'd ever really want to be in a traveler position, to be honest. How did they fuck you over, though? I'm curious. Is it too long of a story? I'm curious, because they always sound too good to be true. They're always like, $10,000 sign-on bonus, all living expenses paid, blah, 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 blah. But you also, because the hospital doesn't have to pay like your insurance and stuff, you make so much, like the hour wages are insane. But I've never worked a travel position because as someone who's worked on the inside, no one trusts really a traveler because we don't know you. So I like having the doctor's trust. I like having the trust of my nurses and like the staff and stuff like that. That usually I don't know. Being forced into close quarters with other humans would be a big factor. It is. It absolutely is. And kids going back to school, kids are fucking petri dishes. Oh my God. They're just like licking and sticky and fucking touching things all the time, flicking their wieners. I don't know what they're doing. Kids are weird. I hate the job offers I get. My longtime professor no longer exists for me anymore. Profession no longer exists for me anymore because of the autism and anxiety. I should not interact with people because PC technicians are all being forced customer facing. Why? Sterilization should be covered by insurance and easily accessible, in my opinion. 100% agreed. But that would be giving women control over their bodies and their reproductive systems. And why would we do that? Then they might think for themselves. Gross. Gross. You know, Kills, according to a recent study that came out of Harvard, marrying a man is the worst thing for your health. Then kids. Then divorce. It literally statistically cuts about 15 to 17 years off of the life of the person married to the man. But the married man gets an additional 20 years on their expected life expectancy when they're married. Riddle me. Riddle me. Riddle me. Riddle it. Crazy. I literally just read this report. I'm not making it up. That's the worst thing you can do for your health is marry a man. Like specifically a man, not just get married. Marry a man. They'll live longer. They're going to benefit off you, but you won't benefit. It's weird. And it's not even a direct trade. Like I lose like 17, they gain 20. I wonder if a man marries a man, they just both get 20 years. I don't know. Men are pigs and I love bacon. Fuck. Sucking on it, biting on it, squeezing it, chewing it, frying it in a pan. I think gay men should get the additional 20 because, man, think about like just less than 40 years ago, the amount of gay men who were lost because people didn't take AIDS seriously and just called it a gay disease. Like, they kind of deserve it. I think something like that. Men who marry women live longer. Women who marry men live less. Yes. That is literally the statistic I read. Yes. I love bacon and tacos. Have you had bacon on a pizza? Because that's pretty tasty. What happens when a woman marries a woman? They get 7 cats, chickens, perhaps a few goats, some land, and they never leave home again. I think it's called happy. Yeah. And a Subaru. Yeah. I mean, this is why none of us have any lesbian friends. Where are they? They're all out on their farms homesteading, and we won't ever have any lesbian friends. It's crazy. I don't know what. What? Help! Help! Until you find your farmer partner, Allie. And then I'll never see you again until we're both like in our 80s and you'll be like, oh yeah, I started a tree farm back in 2025. And I'll be like, oh? And you'll be like, yeah, my partner just passed away to do leukemia. And that's the only reason I'll ever see you again. I'm just kidding. Please, I hope your partner doesn't pass away. You know what I'm saying? We have lesbians. Tell me I'm not wrong. How happy are you right now? You come like all the time. Do you know how many straight women I know my age who have still never had an actual orgasm during sex in their whole life? Wild. Ooh, I love that. Women who marry women become witches and mooch off the cats' lives. It's why they live so long. Ooh, I love that. What about a guy who married his car? Did he consummate? They're all living in the woods in their witchy cabin. Like, I'm in full support of their activities. I'm ultimately jealous. Yeah, screw that. I'm never getting married. I don't want to inflict that 17 on a woman. Honestly, at the end of the day, there's not a lot of reasons to get married anymore. Other than, like, I worry in my country that I'm just going to lose all autonomy because I'm a childless, unmarried woman. So, like, I'm the least valuable member of society right now. You know what I mean? When they come rounding us up on trains, I'll be the first to go. For a lot of reasons. But that's up there. So I've thought about that because, like, if I belong to a penis, then maybe the penis could step in and be like, you can't take her. But, like, how doth one find a penis to trust? I already have a Subaru and I'm moving to the country. Where's my pretty lady to worship and take care of? Jade is looking for pretty lady to worship and take care of. Let's fucking go. Allie, I love you. Friends, always. Always. As a man, I hate that we disappoint women like that and none of us ask what we can do to make the women's... I mean, it's not just men. You're part of a bigger problem. We're disappointed by the entire thing, really. No one would exist without us. And yet we are just, like, overtly despised and written off and, you know, Schindler's penis, if you will. Literally, yeah. The only reason the hubs and I got married is for insurance and legal things with the VA. Exactly. That's really the only reason these days. Or, like, medical legal rights over your partner if they're in the hospital, things like that. You know what's hilarious, Mite, is in the last year... I have heard the word polycule more than I ever have in my entire fucking life. It's like drip and Riz. It came the fuck out of nowhere, and now every single person I burn with is in a polycule. And I'm like, what the okay. Sure. But, like, where'd that come from? Why is it just in 2025 that everyone's in a fucking polycule? Aren't you just poly? I'm fine with it. I don't care how you describe yourself, to be honest. But, like, what's with this new word? Nesting partner? The fuck is that? I'll end up on the train with you. I don't want mini-me's. Let's fucking go. Not on that train, though. Oh, my God. That sounded like let's get on the train together. Let's not do that. Let's skip that. Let's skip that. I wish I knew how to navigate polyamory. Why? A friend of mine's poly, and she and I have been flirting like crazy, so it would be like my first time getting into something like that, so I have no clue what I'm doing. Just because someone's poly doesn't mean they're not open to a random fuck. Doesn't mean you have to commit to an entire relationship with their polycule by any means, just because they're poly, unless they've already discussed that with you. Because I am of the same, like, I have been in adult non-monogamous relationships, but that, like, the idea of having a romantic, intimate relationship with more than one person sounds so exhausting. Oh my God. Oh, you like her more than just a random fuck? I mean, you could always just become better than the other partner and become the favorite, and then they leave that other person, ruin their life, and leave them for you, and you guys go off and start your lesbian farm, and you're happy forever. Because at the end of the day, we've all ruined someone's life by dating the person they're still in love with. You know what I'm saying? You could be like, did you ever see Portlandia, Phoenix? Oh my God, I'm trying to think of the actor. It's the guy who plays Ted from Ted Lasso. He has like a whole skit where he has like his weird Amish lady harem. That could be like your lesbian farm. A lot of people that are poly are also just trying to find a crutch for their failing primary relationship. Aww. That's sad. They should be upfront about that. I asked that one person at work what their nesting partner was. It was a lot of details to just boil down to must only have emotional connection but cuddles, allowed to interact with others but they nest at home. So much rules. What does that mean? Isn't that just someone you're dating? Aren't you just like, is that just a roommate? Sudeikis, yeah. Jason Sudeikis. Yes, thank you. That one. Yeah. They go poly because their relationship's failing and they don't want to commit or stop. The amount of people I know that have been in a quote unquote polycule or been poly as an excuse to leave someone for another person is wild. I don't know if that's how it ends up, but I've never known anyone to stay in a polycule that worked with the same functioning group for over a year. I don't know though. Maybe it works. It's got to. People are still doing it. Portlandio's fucking funny and she loves my pillow. Sudeikis is pretty good in that one episode. Why are people putting all the labels on their own issues? I don't know. It's so exhausting. I just want to come. Is that so boring? I just kind of want to get off with someone and then eat Taco Bell in bed. I'm really boring. I don't want any of that. I don't want to think about all of that. I'm in a polycule. My husband and girlfriend get along, but Def wouldn't be in contact friends if it weren't for me. My husband has a partner and they have a boyfriend, and we started out all being poly and have known each other for like 5 years. B, you're the first, and thank you so much for sharing your story. You're being so vulnerable and open right now, and I appreciate you, but you give me hope. Because seriously, I've known so many that I've known a lot of men who use poly as an excuse to cheat on their partner, and then that woman that I know is sleeping with a man who his partner doesn't know that he's told all these other people he's poly. So really, he's just cheating on his partner with a bunch of women that think he's poly, but really is not, et cetera, et cetera. I've known so many horrible situations. I think it can get ugly no matter what you call it. And thank you for sharing that, because God, you literally I appreciate you so much. We need to hear successful, that's norm, you're doing it. You're fucking doing it. Ethical non-monogamy, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I think it's really cool to hear stories like that. We need to hear more like that from people that are open to being it works. It's not always just drama circles. That's what I've seen in my personal experiences, drama circles. And I'm just oh my God, it's a bunch of 30, 40-year-olds acting like children. That lady I dated a while ago, became friends with them. I visited their nest. Their nest. It was weird, and I still don't know how it works. All I know is I didn't like being in a free cat poop house. I'm sorry. I'm going to need you to elaborate. I'm not the only person out there with a jaw dropped thinking to themselves, free cat poop house isn't a thing, right? Free cat poop house is not a thing. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. They've invented it. It's a house full of cats with no cat boxes, and they are just freely shitting. No. That's un-okay. That's the opposite. I would have left. Oh my fucking God. Where do you find these people? What? No litter, just peeing and pooping wherever they wanted to. The household had 5 cats. Burn it to the ground. Burn it to the ground. That is condemned. Burn it to the fucking ground. What? On to something more positive. I was in a polycule for 5 years. Another story. I love this. Thank you. But I use it to describe the whole group. I was only dating one person, but everyone else involved was essentially my friend group. They said that X was a manipulative asshole and his wife was worse. Oh. I love that, and I'm glad that worked for you. I need to hear stories like this, because the ones that I've experienced that are literally people at my Burning Man group and stuff, I'm just it's just always drama. It's always drama. How are they not sick all the time? It's literally unsanitary, and I think that's animal abuse. Can you imagine the smell? Can you even begin to fathom what that place smelled like? Pervasive piss. I was neighbors with when I was really young, I was in middle school. One of our neighbors was animal hoarders. and they had cats and birds and dogs and all sorts of animals that lived in the house as well as in a barn, and they had like a farm and stuff. But the birds just free roamed and shit on everything in the house, and so did the cats. Oh my God, it makes my toes curl, to the point where the one time I ever took my shoes off in their house, I never did it again. I just felt lumps under my feet everywhere, just like cat turds everywhere. I was a child. I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. It was horrific. And then one night I spent the night there. I know, crazy. I was a child. We don't know any better. And I slept on the floor, which is covered in cat poop. And I swear to God, I felt rats run across my body. Burn it to the ground. Yeah, because I was taught as a child, you take your shoes off at the door when you enter a stranger's house. I never did it again. Trust me, never again. Oh, man. People just live like this. Like, how are you? But these people, I don't know if they were, I don't know. I don't remember them being sick all the time, which is insane. It ended badly, but it was good for a few years. That's all. I mean, no relationship ends well. They don't end because they're good, you know? My husband only became poly after meeting me because it made sense to him. His partner is my best friend. Them, their partner, my husband and I all live together. My girlfriend and her boyfriend live together. I'm so proud of how far of all of us. That is amazing. You're like a true success story. You should tell your story on Reddit. I'm so proud of how far all of us have come because it's difficult and we work really hard on communicating honestly and effective. Most people can't make a one-on-one relationship work, B. Serious. I'm sure you are aware of this, but you're like literally in the fucking triathlon of relationships, and good congratulations, you're doing it. That's incredible. They get sick pretty frequently and call off work. Lots of pink eye issues. I'm never going to forget those people, Vile, ever. I don't know what to do. My mouth's watering like I might vomit. That is so fucking horrific, Vile. Ugh. Me too. I'm happy when any form of relationship works out for people. I love love. I want people to be in love, whatever form that is, as long as it's, you know, adults, consenting adults. We don't need to say that really, right? Kozu, do you want to talk about something different? I could think of something. Hold on. Oh, I have like 5-gallon bags of tomatoes in my freezer, and I'm trying to think of things to do with them that doesn't involve tomato sauce. Because I've made tomato sauce so many times now, but also like I don't have room to put more food in my freezer. Good morning. What do I make with tomatoes? Frozen tomatoes. Tomato jam. Why are you like this? Happy Sunday, Celestial. How are you? Love is good unless it's free cat poop. Exactly. I love tomato sauce. I've made pasta a million times. A lot. I've made lasagna. I don't know what else to do with them. At all. Tomato lemonade? I don't know about that. One thing I do know about poly relationships is that they are easier on introverts in some cases. Because while an introvert needs social battery recharge time, their partner can be with the other partner, and that person can get their alone time. And as you know, sometimes that alone time needs to last days. Me. I need recoup time. Are the tomatoes in the freezer or just in freezer bags? Also, are they in the fridge or on the counter? What if I said yes? Blend them into toothpaste and sell them on TikTok as a cure-all. Oh my God, I would make so much money though. Or just sell them as like a skincare paste. I have a gigantic bucket of them on the counter that are green that I'm hoping will ripen because the freeze came and I had to pick all of them. And then I have 5 1-gallon bags frozen in the freezer. Yes. I love sun-dried tomatoes too, but I don't know how to make them. It was before I came out, find a guy on a dating app. We hit it off pretty well, went on a few dates, then actually started dating. I was so giddy. A few months later, my mom called me and said she saw him with 2 other girls at the bar, hardcore making out with both of them. The next time I saw him, I confronted him and he was like, "Oh, I'm poly. I thought you knew that." I was like, "You didn't mention that and it wasn't in your profile." That feels like a lie. That feels like he lied. I made bruschetta with them. It was so good. I did that too. Now they're frozen though. I don't know what to do with them now. I did that with the fresh ones. I might do that with the gigantic bucket of them on the counter right now. Low maintenance ideas that involve no other ingredients are my favorites, by the way. If I have to go shopping to do it, the likelihood of me doing it goes like, woo. Five knives at 5. 5. Oh my God, Sarah, how does it feel? Go lay on that spike clean couch. It should feel nice. I hope it does. I feel like I got resin stuck on my sweatshirt. Are you the type who can make a full meal over random leftovers? Like if you had bread, sauce, and shredded cheese, you know you have pizza? Yeah. I'm better at that than anything else. Because it's there and I have it, versus like if I find a really cool sounding recipe, but I have to go buy something to make it, I'm not going to do it. I'd much rather look at my fridge and be like, what do I have? I have onions, I have cilantro, I have tomatoes, salsa. Like, I like doing that better because it's there and it's immediate. I think that's part of ADHD. But I had a roommate in college that taught me the art of something out of nothing, and that's my favorite dinner nights, where it's like, we don't really have anything to make a cohesive meal, so we're going to make something that's kind of experimental, where it's like, we don't have chicken, but we have frozen chicken nuggets. And we don't have tater tots, but we have hash brown patties. So we're going to cut up the chicken nuggets and stir fry those with some veggies and shit and throw some fucking teriyaki sauce from the bottle in that and throw it on some spaghetti noodles that are going to pretend to be lo mein for now. And like, it's delicious or something like that. Or like if you have a shit ton of leftover vegetables, making some sort of ramen monstrosity. Those are my favorites. As opposed to like, you need the Greek oregano shredded and fresh from your anus. I'm uninterested in you. I've still got 50 million fucking peppers to do something with. I was toying with the idea of making jalapeno poppers with them, but that looks like a lot of work. Deep frying sucks. I hate deep frying stuff. It's so fucking messy. I thought about tomato herb bread. It's just so cold, it's hard to make bread right now, but I probably could. There's always leftover broth in the fridge. I literally have like the plastic, like plastic to-go container, whatever that every kitchen has ever, full of broth in my fridge right now. It's pho broth. Yeah, like the Chinese plastic round big old container. Yeah. There's always leftover broth in the fridge or extra ramen seasoning containers. Yeah, if I have rice, I make the broth, pour it over the rice, and I have flavored rice. Yeah, those are my favorites, though. Like, I don't know. I've never been appealed by, like, just a piece of meat on a plate. Like, no matter what you did to it. I'm just, whatever. I'm more into the sides, because those are probably actually, you did something with that, versus the meat, you're like, I spiced it and fried it, and I'm like, cool. Good old butthole oregano. You know, like those fancy ladies that are like, you need this butter that's from Sweden because it's the best butter and has the best milk fats and whatever. And you're just like, why do you make me feel bad for having Kroger brand everything? Do I have bell peppers and eggs? I do not have bell peppers. I do have eggs. I think I have like 4 eggs. Bell peppers, no. I can't really get good bell peppers here. They either come moldy, like, you cut them in half and it's just all black and rotten on the inside or something. I don't know what it is. I've never been able to get good bell peppers here. Baked pan with loads of tomatoes and choice of meat. On a baked pan with the tomatoes? Wouldn't that just, like, steam the meat? I don't really like meat. We don't need to add meat. Bell peppers are annoying. I have never been able to grow bell peppers ever. I grew a shit ton of jalapenos this year though, and I grew some other kind. It was called like an early bird jalapeno or something like that, but they turned bright red. They were super fucking pretty. I grew those this year a ton. That plant is still prolific right now. Like the freeze didn't even touch it. The freeze killed all my tomatoes though. Like those just imploded on themselves and went all crispy, crunchy, like gross. But the pepper plants look great. They're all sorts of tomatoes. They're grape cherry tomatoes as well as Roma tomatoes. There's never anything wrong with ramen. Chicken flavored ramen, throw a little Chinese mustard packet in there, boom. I fucking love ramen. I will have ramen all the time. It's one of my favorite things to make. I don't have any more veggies though. I only have the tomatoes. Oh, I know shakshuka. I did that too. But I'll probably make more of it. It's still a good idea, but I did that. Shakshuka, or they had, I think I told you I made one that was like a French version. It's the exact same thing. Like, I think it was just like less spiced. And they called, I can't remember what they called it though, but it was like crusty bread that you dip into this tomato with sprinkled on like feta cheese and some eggs cracked in it. But I did make it and it was phenomenal. It's still a good idea. That's on me. I forgot to say I did make that one. Eat Dolly Parton shrimp and grits. What's a Dolly? Oh my God, is it a Dolly Parton frozen meal? Tell me how it is. I actually throw the eggs in sometimes. I do have an air fryer. I learned my cheap food combining in college though. I had to meal plan. I used to take the quart soup containers, steal a quart of rice, steal a quart of Mott's cheese, steal a quart or two of pasta sauce, then a bunch of bagels in the morning, boom, pizza bagels. I'm so jealous, dude. We just got a Costco membership and we'd go buy the gigantic boxes of Hot Pockets and Diet Coke. I was not a healthy person. Still probably not a very healthy person. Had a French press of coffee and a Scotch egg. I want a Scotch egg. Yum. I just got back from the restaurant below my apartment because they gave me a $50 gift card when we moved in. Ooh, yum. Air fried roasted tomatoes. Do I have to thaw them first? I haven't had a Scotch egg since I lived in Baltimore. I used to get one every year at the Ren Fair, but the Ren Fair here doesn't have them. If I have leftover veggies, my go-to is crustless quiche. Oh, isn't that called a frittata? I love a frittata, but you need a ton of eggs to do that, and eggs are like $1 bajillion right now. I had 2 eggs last night during movie night. They were delectable. Just 2 simple-ass fried eggs. Yum. But it was probably like an $8 meal. I fucking love Scotch eggs. My aunt made them for me once. Made them? I don't think anyone's ever made me a hangover breakfast in my entire life. Man, I hang out with the wrong people. Yeah, that's the problem with tomatoes is I'd want to like, they were, especially frozen, they're going to add so much water to whatever. So it's basically make sauce or like dehydrate them or something. You were gloriously successful growing this year. What are you going to do next? Have you thought about it yet? No idea. None. Like genuinely, this was the comment I got. Zach was like, next year, can you grow something I like to eat? And I was like, what do you like to eat? I can't grow Doritos. I don't know. I have to grow stuff that like, I don't know. I need to look. The things that like, honestly, I would love to, that I would eat the most is like lettuce and shit, but you need so much room for it. Like I would go through a head of lettuce a day if I could, but how the fuck would I grow 60 heads of lettuce? Like that would literally be my entire yard. It would be such a waste of space. But that's the kind of shit I eat. Like I would eat salad every day if I could. I love salad. Tacos. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen him eat a taco. I've never had a hangover breakfast at all. If I'm hungover, I've already made it to lunch. Probably same, to be honest. With the Roma tomatoes, if they're big enough, you could stuff tomatoes instead of stuffed peppers. That sounds like a lot of effort. They're going to release so much moisture because they're frozen. Get non-heading lettuce. That shit just grows back. Live the dream. Oh my God, seriously? I wasn't able to grow any melons this year. My cantaloupe did not turn out, which sucked because they sprouted really well, but they just didn't grow well outside, and I don't know what happened. The fabled infinite lettuce. Is it an infinite lettuce? Because that's kind of what you're making it sound like, and I'm into an infinite lettuce. I would literally eat infinite lettuce. I'd love to get some sort of beans to grow, like sweet peas or something. Those, it was just so hot. The sun, like it didn't matter what I did. The sun is just so fucking intense here. Beans get taken out. I think we're pretty much a climate for like peppers, which sucks because like there's only so much you can do with peppers. I don't know if I'll ever do zucchinis again, but I'm pretty sure those will just grow. I live in a co-op, so no garden, but it would be, if I could grow anything, it would be dragon fruit. I've never had a good dragon fruit in my life. You know, if I had my druthers, I'd have an orchard, but that takes years and years and years to establish, and I just don't want to commit that kind of time to Colorado. Because I like fruit. Like, I would love to grow fruit. Yes, we have H Mart. I love H Mart. But every dragon fruit I've ever gotten, like, you cut it in half, and it's just, like, mealy and plain. It's like a bad pear. Like, have you ever bitten into a pear, and it's just, like, barely any flavor, but kind of mealy? Like, gritty almost? That's what dragon fruits come across to me. Like, they're so pretty and so aesthetic. And they make every smoothie look really pretty, but I'm like, it's gritty and I don't taste anything. What's happening? How do you know the difference? Is it like a ripeness between the red and the white? I am growing potatoes at 2 of my houses in Fallout. It'll give up eventually because it'll bolt and go to seed, and it lasts longer than just a head that you pick and that's it. Oh. I thought about doing fermenting, but I literally don't have any space. I don't have anywhere to keep this. This is why the tomatoes are frozen, is I ran out of space for cans. I don't have any more space to can anything. So I froze them all, but my freezer is fucking full of frozen vegetables. So now I'm like, I have to do something with it. I have to like eat it or something. And I just don't, I've run out of ideas. I'm trying to grow Reese's peanut butter cups. I just haven't nailed down the right soil yet. When you figure it out, you let me know. There are different breeds of dragon fruit. The Asian supermarkets carry the red ones. You have to ask. You can't. Oh. Like a mild fruit punch. I swear to God, everyone I've had has no flavor. Like not even mild, just none. Okay, I'll have to try again. Because, man, I've made so much salsa. And I've made a shit ton of bruschetta. Or bruschetta. I've made a ton of bruschetta. It's delicious. It's just like making it with frozen tomatoes is not the same. So like the ripening tomatoes on my counter, those can probably be made into bruschetta, but all the frozen ones, I think that has to be sauce because I'm going to have to cook them down. So get this, Crispy, something happens when you freeze them where they kind of like don't slice well anymore. I think the frozen ones are going to have to be like sauce. Oh, I could make chili. I haven't made chili from scratch in a while. That takes tomatoes, right? Yeah, right? I could do chili. I'm going to make a note. I haven't made chili in years. You want to know why? I made chili years ago, and Zach was like, I really like the Napa, what is it, Napa Valley? Nally. I really like Nally canned chili. And I was like, you mean dog food? Never made it again. I'll make it for me. Where's a pen? Give me a pen. I did make a lasagna. I didn't make it like with the zucchini noodles. I did, I froze a ton of zucchini just diced up, and I used that as like filler in it. It was super tasty. I just popped on your Twitter and you have all the streamers I've been followed since the beginning. Oh, no shit. All the streamers I've followed since the beginning of Twitch following you. How the hell have I never been recommended your stream before today? I'm inappropriate. I don't know. I'm shadow banned on Twitter too. So if you try to tag me in something or you try to find me on Twitter, you have to type ClassyKatie, the entire name, and then I'll pop up. I'm the one and only. But every other name before me will pop up unless you type my whole name. I don't know. I don't know. Why am I shadow banned? No idea. Literally, my friend Domestic Dan couldn't raid me for like a full year straight because Twitch shadow banned his channel from my channel. I've been around too many years at this point. I just don't know. It could have been one. I speak my mind. That could probably be it. I follow you on Blue Sky, but nothing you post comes up on my feed. I have to the search for you every time. Yep. I've been shadow banned there as well. I don't know. I want to say it's for lewds, but I've never posted anything, how do I say, worse than a bikini shot on any of those platforms. I don't understand why. I don't know. I don't know. That being said, on Twitter, God follows me. That's what's weird. It's weird, Kozu, because like during the summer, I posted pictures of myself wearing a bikini on a boat, like out doing boating things with friends, and they got flagged on every site. A bikini shot. You wonder why I think the world hates women. I can't fucking wear a bikini on a boat doing boating things and post it on Twitter without getting fucking banned. It's so ridiculous. I clicked on the button to allow notifications from you, so I get all your posts, so I can repost the going lives and updates. I appreciate you. Neither has a few other people I know, and they're shadow banned too. That's so stupid. It's so ridiculous, and I don't know. I don't understand why. We've been around forever that at this point I just don't. I don't, other than I've been flagged as lewd for being in a bikini on the internet during the summer out on a boat. I don't know. Honestly, nothing better comes of my life having a giant Twitter following or a Blue Sky following or even really having a monstrous following here. Like, don't forget to follow my channel. I love that you follow my channel and you want to come back and hang out every day. But like, the relevancy is sub numbers across the board. That's the only thing that makes us relevant to pretty much anybody. That and viewers. So it's really not a big deal to me. Men hang out topless online all the time, though. I know. Male presenting is it's important when you specify that. Yeah. I have a cut on my hand. How? Interesting. Regular things are lewd these days. It's very regular. I mean, a shirtless guy in trunks would not be flagged as lewd. But me standing on a boat with my friends in a bikini is lewd. That's dirty, I guess. It makes me shadow banned. It's weird. I don't think the world hates women. I just think the people who run the platforms are anti-women. Not to get political, but there are people out there who want us back to women ankles are lewd. No, 100%. We don't get political here, and I appreciate you for saying that. We try to avoid that stuff, but like, without getting political, you can still say the world systematically fucking does not like women. Like, the government and shit like that. Like, I agree with you on that, yeah. I'm on Blue Sky, and I saw a guy on fours and ass in air in boxers. Yeah. That checks out. I have breasts. So that's the difference, I guess. I wish there was more to say after that statement, but like, if I hide, I think I get suggested more. It's so fucked up. Whatever. Systems established, systems hate women. I fucking hate it. It's a system built to keep us at a certain level and keep our, body parts not ours and blah, 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 blah. It's a tale as old as time. Everybody supports women until a woman's doing better than them. And then she's a bitch. Bezos and the teats. He hates them, I guess. Or love. I still can't figure it out. I'm a New Yorker here. A lot of us don't give a shit that you've got breasts. It's been legal for women to go topless here since the 80s, and it happens all the time at parades, at protests, on holidays, at beaches. We've learned that they're breasts. They are there, and it's not our business. Amazing. What a concept. What a fucking concept. System doesn't much like independent people in general. This is very true. Independent thought is not encouraged. Because, why would it be? It's very odd. Yeah. Yeah. It's so early. What a weird day. I guess I went live kind of early. It feels like such a long day. We should do something today. What should? Fallout, Hades. What else do I have? The clocks went back, which is why I've been awake so long today. It's been very odd. I've been awake for too many hours, and I just feel like I haven't done anything. It's weird. Thank you. I chose those movies. Tonight, Knives will probably be hosting, and he usually spins a wheel. I don't know. It depends on his mood, whether or not he chooses just random videos for us to watch, or if it's going to be the wheel. But yeah, everything's switched back. So normally it would be afternoon-ish. Oh, I love Rocky Horror. I thought about Fall Guys, but literally fast forward 15 minutes to everyone in chat viciously going after someone new to the community who wants to play games with us just because they're good at the game. I think I've just been ruined on it. I don't like that y'all kind of become bullies. I don't like that. We stand up against bullies until it comes to that game, and then I watched everyone just kind of become bullies. I was like, I hate that. I love Rocky Horror 2. It's weird that I'm straight and I still find Tim Curry in drag hot. Why is that weird? He's beautiful. Tim Curry as Dr. Frankenfurter is art. Art. That's art. That's just a piece of magnificent art right there. Yeah, nah, pretty doesn't dictate sexuality. Agreed. Oh my God, Cuppy. I love that. It's so true though. Yeah. It's not weird. No, everything can be beautiful. It has nothing to do with sexuality, finding something beautiful. Tim Curry is art. Just a piece of beautiful art. Peak is so much fun. I had a lot of fun in Peak. But there's the people who wanted to play it with me did not have fun in Peak, and that made it really sad for me and really unfun. And then the people I wanted to play with were like, I'm peaked out. And I was like, okay, I understand. I get gamed out as well. We were at a housewarming party last night, and the host's oldest was dressed as Frankfurter. He's 19. That's pretty amazing. And A 19-year-old just like walking around in a Speedo? Just like, all right. I don't know if I'd quite know where to put my eyes. I think we need to normalize that shit. I'm a straight ass poly woman. I tell all my chick friends they're pretty. There's nothing like a little uplift. I think we should normalize being able to compliment each other and find people beautiful and tell your friends they look really good today and it not have anything to do with us. It's not a sex thing. I'm not trying to fuck you. I'm just, you look good. And I appreciate that. I think that's something that as a society we've needed to do for years. And I think sometimes we get really close to it and then it gets bashed down very swiftly by something. I heard about that slur online. 3 glorious hours sounds like horror to me, but like, I'm glad. I hope people love it. He's a good looking fucking dude, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Green Lab Coat version. Okay, I'm much more into that version. Sick. Awesome. Like, I'm into both versions, but a teen-year-old walking around in a that's a lot. No shit, I heard Tim Curry had issues getting into character until he put on the outfit. Dude, I mean, it's kind of the way what makeup can do or what doing your hair can do or a cute outfit or a good dress or something like that. Like, it can literally, like, alter the way you stand. My friend Flynn, the guy who ran New York Jedi, dressed as Frankenfurter one Halloween. He flirted with half the group. We didn't realize it. It was him for, like, 2 hours? That's a good fucking costume. I haven't played it yet, but I got it yesterday. I've watched people play. Oh, it's really fun. I would join a random group or find people to play with or something that want to play. It's really hard to do alone because there are some levels and shit where it's just going to be easier if you have someone to help you get up a cliff, and it's just more fun. I had a lot of fun just like dicking around in it, but some people I played with a couple people that just got so fucking frustrated that it was like palpable and it was bumming me out. And I don't want to be bummed out. Why would you do that to people? Don't bum people out. Not everything is about sex, and if I give you a compliment, it does not mean I want to fuck you. Crazy. What a concept. Did I see your thing? Your thing? Oh, yes. Oh, the thing. Yeah, I was sent that by, yes, that thing. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah, no, cool. Yeah. I'm a dumbass. It's a really fun group game. It's one of those games where if you're like me, I take it very casually. I just like to have casual conversation while playing the game. And that's what I mean. Like, there's some people who just like, I'm sitting there like, guys, have you heard that new Florence and the Machine album that came out? It's so good, like while climbing. And there's some people, I can't get up. I fell. Guys, I can't figure it out. I'm dying. I'm hungry and I don't get it. Why can't I eat something? Oh, my backpack. And that's really hard. It's really hard to play with. But if you have a good group of people that just like kind of in general know how to play video games and can kind of figure it out on their own and just like stumble about and have a good giggle, it's very fun. I try not to take anything too seriously. I want to laugh at most things, so that's my favorite. The people I watched was just goofing about in there, and one person was like glitching. Exactly! The goofing about is the best part. That's my favorite part. It's the best part of the whole thing. It's the fucking around. It's the laughing hysterically when you fall off a fucking cliff because someone accidentally let go of you too soon. But I don't want to play with people that if I accidentally let go and they fall off a cliff, they actually real life get mad and like don't want to play the game anymore. Like, I don't want to play with you. I'm so sorry, but you bum me the fuck out. I'm sorry I let go of you. I do not take things this seriously. Like, it's a video game, man. It's a game, right? Like, God, nothing is that serious. Fuck. There's so many things in this life to take seriously, like games aren't it. Crispy was fucking funny. It's because we laughed. Not just DMing me my crotch. Jeez, buy me a drink first. I mean, I would. Oh, God. I play a lot of MTG with my real cards on stream, and I love it when someone comes in and starts a conversation, especially when it's not about MTG. I love that shit. That's why I like playing Fallout and shit on stream, or even Hades, games like that, because we can talk about anything while I'm playing. I've played these games so many extensive hours. I don't need to talk about the game out loud, unless you have questions. I'm very knowledgeable about the games, but like, for the most part, I just want to keep just chatting with a background thing, because normally I'm sitting here fidgeting with things anyways, and the game becomes a fidget toy, and I like that kind of shit. It's so nice to have. Is it long? What does Scar say when he... Was it Long Live the King? I don't remember. It's been a while. That's why I peg people in DBD. I can't take that shit seriously, dude. It was so much fun playing DBD the other night with the group because, like, clearly, like, everybody is so much better than us because we haven't played. At least Knives and I were, like, brand new players to the game, and we were doing our best. And they killed us, and it was hilarious, and it was awesome, but it was all in good fun. Like, I didn't feel like I was being bullied or anything like that. Like, I just had a good time. It was fun. Is it Long Live the King? Ugh, God. I didn't think it was that on point, but Jesus. I'm getting a new computer at the end of the month. Oh, my God. I'm so excited for you. The number of times I've been told, get off Widowmaker or I'll do XYZ to you. What? You know, that's why I stopped playing ESO, was I would get threats of, like, death and shit. It is fucking ridiculous what people would say out loud to me because I was, like, decently good in an online game. Another reason why I really like Fallout, no one has yet come for me violently in this game. I have like over 250 hours in it, and no one has told me they want me to die. No one's told me to myself. No, they're just nice. It's really nice to be around just like some helpful people who just like want to help you get set up to do shit fun. That was the very first time I ever, no shit, that was Viata's first time too. Did you have fun? Because I had fun playing with the group. But it, like, I don't know, it's fun playing with someone who knows we're new and is being nice and is just, like, helping us learn the game and learn the killer and stuff, versus killers that are playing noob games because they just want to slaughter us as fast as possible. I'm not learning anything at all. I learned so much. Like, I've never played a killer, and the game is so far along. Like, I didn't even know the killers got perks, but because we were playing with people who got to be killers, like, Alk and Glut would actually tell us what the killers had perks and stuff. I would have never known that. That's so fucking invaluable. I love when people are helpful like that. Like, up until that day, I'd told everyone the Dead by Daylight community was the meanest and most unhelpful community I've ever experienced in my life. You guys changed that, so thank you. They're still not very nice, but, like, you guys are nice and helpful. I love that Alk dropped her survivor and stood still to let me figure out how to use the flashlight. Right? That's what I'm saying. I love that shit. It was fun. It was actually fun because I got to learn the game. I feel so bad playing a pig when it took so long to remove the mask. I was laughing hysterically, honestly. That was funny shit. Like, the fact that everyone's like, oh yeah, you just have to go to one of those white terminals. Me does a white terminal, and it's just those fucking ability checks, which I'm terrible at. One terminal doesn't work. Guys, my helmet's still on, Elk. Yeah, you have to go to another one. And I could hear the sadness in her voice. And I was like, how many do I have to do, Elk? No answer. Alk, how many do I have to do? No answer. 5. I'd be okay never doing another fucking ability check in my goddamn life, or skill check, or whatever the fuck those are. That was stupid. Like, I'm just of no help to my team in whatsoever. I'm just running around being an idiot trying to get this fucking helmet off my head so it doesn't peel my head in half. I seriously can, but I didn't fault you for that in any way, shape, or form, Glut, just so you know. Like, I'm sure that's clear, but, like, I wasn't sitting here like, fuck Glut for putting this fucking, I was like, this game, who the fuck designed this? Who with a brain designed this? This is just bad game design. Who did this? Good morning, Silva. Hope you're doing well, Honey Bean. Mocha's the shit. I'm seriously considering getting a new computer because this one is over 8 years old and it only has a 1060. My estimates come in at 3,500 pounds. I mean, if you have the money and you're still able to pay your bills and shit, I say treat yourself. Spend it while you're alive. I think a lot of people save their money forever and just never treat themselves. Treat yourself. As long, I don't need to say that, but as long as you've like got your ducks in a row and shit, like I got Dead by Daylight back when it came out, but my laptop couldn't open the game. Oh my God. I'm planning on getting a gaming laptop soon. I have to save up for a gaming laptop. A good gaming laptop is so expensive, worth it. I've never had one. But the people that have one, they will run those things for years and years and years. Because like a good one is big enough. I thought I saw something move out of the corner of my eye. That like you can actually update things in it. Maybe even like update a graphics card or something. Like it's gotta be a wonder to have one of those. I can't even fathom. Couldn't repair generators, couldn't get the mask off, just learning how to break ankles. I genuinely cannot fathom the appeal of Dead by Daylight. You know what, senor? If I didn't have a group of my friends giggling and cackling in my ear, I don't know if I'd see the appeal to it either. It's the friend slop. It's the same with like Repo. I don't know. I did play some solo Fall Guys. But most of them are only fun with friends, really. It's just fun because I like hearing my friends laugh. That's it. It's only fun if they're laughing. If they're taking things too seriously and they're actually getting real life pissed, it's not fun for me anymore. Because I'm just such an empath, I can't help but take on what you're feeling. And it becomes really fucking overwhelming. It's different, but still fun. It's different, yeah. It's one of those things where, like, I sit here and I have like a project I'm working on, do a round until I die, and then just set my controller down and work on my project a little bit, and maybe do another round or something like that. But I normally can't do more than like 2 or 3 before I get pretty fucking bored. I have a Micro Center, but I'm actually like rebuilding PCs right now because genuinely my gaming PC is the one I built back when I first started streaming, which was, I mean, it's crazy to say it. It sounds like it's not real. But I think this PC case the case is around 7 years old. Some of the parts are around 10 years old inside. So I'm going to actually, I think tomorrow go to Micro Center and I'm going to see what parts I can get to build a new PC on like open box sale and shit. Because I saw online there was a lot of open box at my Micro Center right now, and open box is the shit because everything's there. It's just it didn't work for their case, didn't work for their PC or whatever. And you can get like $100 off an item, which is a really, really fucking good. That's a really good discount. So maybe depending on how like well I can do building this new gaming PC, maybe I probably can't get a laptop, but I'll have a gaming PC that works. I just like being dumb and turning the script on the killers. They expect sweats, and here's my dumbass going around trying to blow Michael Myers. That was me with the tall bitch. That tall bitch. What was her name? Bone Crusher or something? Oh my God, it's literally a PC building simulator. Stop that. Skull Merchant. Me with Skull Merchant's butt cheeks. I was just like, kill me, it's fine, but can you do it with your butt? I used to work at Micro Center, no shit. That company that forced me customer facing, still a good place to get parts, but their tech center's garbage. I've never, ever, ever used their tech center, and I'm sorry that I did that to you. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. Micro Center's all we have now. Like, I order most things online. Honestly, I'm just going to buy them wherever they're the most inexpensive. But the reason I go to Micro Center is the open box. But I've never used their tech center. I don't know. I'm my own tech center. I got a motherboard to go with my 12,900K for 140 open box. It was missing like screws or something, but whatever, I got those. I've never seen an open box actually missing something, which is amazing. Yeah, the one with the ass. I like to play a killer and be nice, let people get challenges done, but then I had a game where everyone left and I was so sad. Every game I've ever played, I feel like the killer and the players are all friends and I'm the only stranger and they just all gang up on me so that the killer can level up on me. It's so annoying. This was the first time I ever lived past like anybody else in the game. The person that made that model understood the assignment. I just don't understand why no one can figure out butt physics. Micro Center matches price. Do they match Amazon and like Newegg? Oh, that'd be sick. I don't have to. I always worry not ordering. I just worry about when ordering really expensive computer parts. We all know how the mail is handled. Anxiety. The amount of tech parts that have showed up at my door with a rattle, and you're just like, God damn it, motherfuck, some pin snapped off or something. Oh my fucking God. I prefer buying it in person because I can open it and look at it and be like, hey, it's solid. Like, it's one piece. We're fine here. Dude, sick. How are you? I mean, at least you're working. There's that. I'm always here. We have movie nights at nighttime if you're free in the night times and you ever want to come hang out. A butt is a complicated thing. It moves in mysterious ways. You know, watching the ass on Skull Merchant, though, makes me wonder, like, is it that complicated of a thing? Or if people just refuse to accept that ass moves? Ass rock. Oh, my God. I love this because this was... when I worked at Lowe's, I worked in the returns department. And so there's certain brands like Black & Decker. Don't buy Black & Decker. They're the most returned things ever. They're just returned constantly. Everything's returned all the time. Might as well be a rock. That's amazing. I love my work, though I work in cannabis. See, that's amazing work. Black & Decker's also pretty much a zombie brand. It literally is just constantly refunded all the time. I miss shopping at Fry's for PC parts. Fry's was where I built this PC. Isn't that crazy? Pre-COVID. I built this PC at a Fry's. Like, went in there and got all the pieces and everything. Fry's are just gone now, aren't they? They went out of business. I think. It's sad. It's very sad. I do miss it. I miss it, but kind of not. Like, Fry's was more expensive. I went to Fry's because that's all we had. I didn't know about Micro Center. Micro Center feels more like a grown-up Radio Shack. Grown up meaning there's just more in there, more big things, not necessarily for grown-ups, but like more stuff, more of the little things that I need. B&D is when they used to be at all, but in the 80s, they were the brand. I believe that, and I think that's why people still kind of buy them a lot nowadays and then get really mad when they do not turn out well. They're just made... From what I remember working in returns, they're made almost completely of plastic now. Like the new stuff. It's like flimsy, feels like child's play plastic. Nothing is just very solid anymore. So if you actually use it for what it's made for, it just breaks. It just like falls apart. I got my computer from this January from Micro Center. Fuck yes. I have a Black & Hammer drill from the early 90s, and it still works. From the early 90s, I think they were made well. I think that was still a good time, but like when I worked at Lowe's, granted, the early 2000s to like mid 2010s or whatever, but a lot of returns on Black & Decker. I don't know why. Why? Bitches. I'm trying to think. There was another brand that wasn't very good. I'll think of it. It'll come to me. Circuit. Oh my God, I forgot about Circuit City. They're gone now too, right? Yay, Tara Lynn. Oh my God, do you love it? Is it wonderful? I'm like nervous excited to just have like, that's how Zach talks about his $5,000 gaming PC is he's like, it's so miraculous just turning on a PC and it just like fucking works. I miss that a lot. I mean, I love that. That feeling. It's almost like a console minus all the wait times. I miss those a lot. I love my new computer. It works and everything loads. And my settings can be ultra. Oh, I fucking love that for you. I love that so much. I used to shop at Fry's and Tiger Direct. And not having to care about system specs. Exactly. Like just being able to buy a brand new game and run it. And not like, oh, guys, are we getting screen tearing? Oh, fuck, look at those pixels. What the fuck's going on there? I don't even know. God, we got to knock shit down. Let's look at let's take the bloom off. Let's take the whatever other lighting setting. It's always lighting for some reason. My current laptop is almost 8 years old, so yeah, I have a Core i5, but the one I'm looking at is Walmart with a Core, count 16, laptop's like 1800, but it'd be my first gaming PC in general. I firmly believe if you have the cash and you're not putting yourself out, like you can still pay all your bills and all your responsibilities are taken care of, you cannot die with money. And tomorrow's never guaranteed. Treat yourself. My Shamoka. I said it right. How did that happen so rapidly? Wait. Oh, no, it's a streak. That's what it is. I was like, wait. How did you resub so rapidly? Speak of the devil. How are you, Mocha? I hope you're doing well, Honeybean. We were just singing your praises, how fun it was to play Dead by Daylight with you all the other night. Because, like, you would literally stop as the killer and, like, help us learn things. And we're so appreciative of you, you ass. My current laptop's almost 8 years old, so yeah, that's kind of amazing. 8 years old is an incredible life for a laptop. Thank you. It was so much fun. Like, I mean, even the dying part, we still had a blast. Like, it was so much fun. Literally up until that play time with y'all, I had described the Dead by Daylight community from my experience as the most unwelcoming, the most unhelpful, and the most unkind community I've ever experienced in any online game ever. Ever. Like, just mean, just bullying, just cruel, not helpful in any way, shape, or form. And like, for the first time, I actually had fun. So thank you. I'm a killer main and I try not to tunnel when I play. I was laughing that I kept finding knives. I think that's fucking hilarious. I had so much fun. And that's what I was saying. Like, I wasn't even mad when I died. It was fucking comical. I loved watching the deaths. Like, the kills were so cool. Those were awesome. And it's funny. It's fun when you get to play with friends. Dude, NerdPod, that's fucking amazing. The TV that's in my second monitor is 18 years old. That's beautiful. I think this monitor that's been slowly dying lately, she's older than me living in Colorado. Fuck, I have no idea. I think like 7, 8 years old. She's an old bitch, but she still looks great. She's just like not really running great anymore, but I built my PC in 2011. I think I built mine in 2015. Yours is older. That's crazy. That's amazing. I love that. I mean, I think that's an achievement, guys. You should give yourself a fucking pat on the back. We made shit last. And I know for a fact that most of y'all are running it as hard as I am. When people don't treat the game like comp, the game can also be so much fun with a little personality. That's why I love doing it. Doing what I did with Mikey, with you. It was fucking fun. It was hilarious. Every time I turned around, you were just standing there. How? We watched the clip. You were a nightmare, but it was fun. And I wish people did shit like that more, because seriously, the amount of times I played that game back when it first came out, and I would just die so quickly, I never even found a generator. I didn't even know that was part of the game. Because people would just find you're the weakest link and just murder you as fast as possible to level their characters. And I was saying this earlier, but what would happen is the killer and the other survivors were clearly like friends on comms together, and they would corner me so the killer could just level up by murdering me over and over. No one would ever come take me off a hook. They would stand there and watch me on the hook while the killer like stood there, and you could tell they were just chatting on comms. And I was like, this is the worst game I've ever played. Like, how is this allowed? This behavior is fucking crazy. Why does anyone want to play this? They have a payment plan, like $112 per month. So when I get some savings, I'm going to get it. Yes. Already saved it on my account. This laptop was my college laptop before COVID. Oh, that's fucking crazy. That's great, though. A laptop life that long is really good. I couldn't finish college because of COVID. I'm planning on using this laptop as like a chat laptop and basic stuff. Like when I go back to college, I can't fathom going to college during COVID. And I worked in hospitals. Actual Myers RP. Dude, it was so hilarious. Oh my God, the clips of that night are so fucking fun. If you haven't watched them, we had a lot of fun. It was a Halloween night, by the way. I don't know how old my laptop is, but the one we bought for my ex was in 2014 and mine is older. It's not Windows 11 compatible and Wi-Fi causes problems, and otherwise it's fine. Wi-Fi causes problems. That's incredible. That's kind of miraculous. That's like when I pulled out my Pit Boy the other day, the actual like Pit Boy that goes on your arm. I was looking at it and it has the instructions on how to put an iPhone 5 inside of it. And I was like, damn, aren't we on like 17 now? 93, iPhone 2001. They just release a new phone every year now, right? Have they always done that? Did that just become normal? I haven't had an iPhone in years. I got to pee and grab a drink and then, I don't know, maybe we'll bop around and fall out or something. I know I'm very boring lately. I don't know what else to do. I don't have it in me. People still buy iPhones? Yeah. People love their eyes stuff. I went to college during COVID, had a full ride, wasn't able to finish, so I have 3 credits left to graduate. Feel so guilty I wasn't able to finish in a timely manner. I mean, if you did those 3 credits, don't feel guilty. I mean, I know, it's money, right? That's the only reason we feel guilty is but you had a full ride for one thing. If you did those 3 credits, would you just get you your degree? Because just do it. Just do it. It's nothing. At the end of the day, it's nothing. Take like a Greek mythology class or something. But like, I have so many degrees, they're pointless. College degrees mean nothing. They don't mean anyone's any better than anyone else. They don't mean you're smarter than anyone else. And I know you know this, but I'm just here to reiterate it so you can hear it out loud. Sometimes you just need to hear someone say it. None of it means anything. If you're doing and you're fine, fuck it. Some of the most successful people I know in the world have no college background whatsoever. We were just brainwashed. We're brainwashed to think that's the only way we have any worth is to have like a bunch of degrees. To do what? It's just really, really, really expensive pieces of paper I framed and put on the wall. That's it. That's all they are. They're great shelves in my cabinet. Exactly. Yeah. I think mine are literally in storage. I do not put them on the wall because I don't care about them. What really matters is getting that prereq of 30 years of experience for at 18 years. Exactly. What really matters is 7+ years of experience for that entry-level job that's open for new grads. So, that's all that actually matters. Dead by Daylight got weirdly addicted for me when they came out with the Castlevania update. I had like 85 hours around last year with that update dropped. Now I have 1,000 hours and I think that's scary. I think that's kind of awesome. Dude, the fact that you got me an Alan Wake skin means I'm absolutely going to be playing that game more because now I can just go be Alan Wake again. I get it. Fallout, half of the reason we do the events, like the seasonal events is cosmetics. That's it. It's all cosmetic. I just want to look cool. I wish I could make my power armor look cool. A 3GS, that's amazing. How? The Wi-Fi on the laptop doesn't connect to the phone hotspot. I had to buy a dongle. Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah, be kind to you and take your joys, 100%. I have a 13. It's my first, and this bitch better last me a while. I mean, 4 years is pretty good. Like, from what I learned, they've literally, I mean, didn't they own up to the planned obsolescence? I'm enjoying here. I'm glad. And my laptop is an HP Pavilion, and I was doing college part-time and part-time work and was just doing basics. I want to get my graphics design degree to work on video games. My current job works with circuit boards. I mean, that's a really good background to have, circuit boards and circuitry and like electrical engineering and shit like that. But graphic design is a great area to go in. I mean, genuinely. I know a lot of people that work in that industry and love it. I need a language, U.S. history, and theater history. That sounds fun. I mean, probably expensive, though. Can I craft ammo? Yes, you can at an ammo craft bench. Hold on, I'll log in. You can come to my house, and I'll show you. And then I'll take a quick break, because I just want to grab a monster. And pee. It's always peeing. My whole life is just dictated by piss. I swear to God. I'm always pissing. Always be pissing, y'all. Always be pissed. It's better than not pissing. Appreciate you. I have to pee. I've had to pee. I hate to say it, for hours. Thank you so much, guys, for having me. Dude, it was a fucking pleasure. Please, I invite everybody to come play with us. Like, that's why I try to make the open teams. So, like, please feel free to just come and go as you want within the team as you need to. Drop by my house. I love to go to other people's houses. I love events like the Halloween event. I hope they do something like that similar for Christmas. I love events that encourage us to go look at each other's houses because I get inspired so hard by other people's housing. I don't know how to do it on my own. Like, I got into housing and came back to the game for fishing and housing because Beth told me about fishing, and Ike was the one who was like, you'll really like the housing. It's really gone somewhere. It's crazy. And it really has. It's so much fun. Like, goddamn. Tony, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive and giving it swings. That's a lot of that's 97 months, dude. Holy shit. We've been around for so long. Insane. Today was, turned out to be a really amazing day, and I had a lot of fun. A wonderful stream as always. Elle's a wonderful surprise drop in always. I love when Elle wants to stop in and just hang out and play some fucking bum around, and she always lifts my spirits. Always. She's just like a bright light. Please give her a follow. She's genuinely one of my favorite humans in the whole world. Another one of them is Vis, who rated us earlier. Please give Vissy a follow. She's awesome. We had a lot of really good raids today. I'm gonna have to write a note on Twitter or something to everybody because there was literally like so many really wonderful people raided me today, and I'm really fucking grateful for that. So thank you. You don't ever have to do that, and thank you. Joe can get up and dance for some chocolate but can't help pay bills. And did he ever once try to stop any of those kids from getting hurt or hurting themselves? Or even Charlie? Like, the only reason they got in trouble with the fizzy lifting drinks is because of Grandpa. I might have watched that movie a lot when I was younger. I haven't seen it in a bit. I love that movie. But literally, Grandpa's the one who wanted to do it. They got in trouble because, you know what I'm saying? Like, Grandpa was a deadbeat motherfucker. Ella's great. Please give her a follow. She's literally amazing. That's it. That's all. Tomorrow's day off day. I'm kind of glad we went extra late today, even though movie night's in 32 minutes in our Discord. Please come by. Everybody's welcome. It's not a sub only thing. We don't do cams. We don't do voice. We just watch movies, and we have a little text channel where we talk to each other about said movies. And every night, the movie of the night that has been rolled or chosen will be pinned when it is chosen and when it is rolled, whatever. And Knives is gracious enough to host us most nights, which is fucking amazing. Tomorrow's my only day off. It's the one day off I take a week, and I will be going out to the micro center on the other side of the city. It's quite a long drive, but I'm going to go out there and see if I can find parts for cheaper than the way they are. Oh. And that's that. That's that. We've been going late lately, but it's been a blast. I've been having a really good time relaxing in Fallout and just like bullshitting with you guys about nonsensical stuff all day. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. Okay. I highly encourage you to please pick up Fallout if you haven't. It's always on sale at some point, and it does feel kind of daunting at first, but I encourage you just to play it the way you want to play it, whether that's housing or whatnot. And like, with what I can, I will always be here to answer questions because I love to help people. That's just what I like to do. I'm trying to get my fucking there. I don't know what's up with Bill. She's howling at the other side of the house. Alchemy's live. That's all I got. I love you guys beyond reason. Let's go compliment her on her super hot lipstick. I'll talk to you guys in a day. Take your joy. Bye. Or not. Take your joy. Bye. Please work. Oh, there we go. Yay! Now it's working. Take your joy and bye. I love you and thank you for spending the day with me.